physical. It's time to talk some this and more. We gonna talk about it all. DVD, CD, UHD, VHS, books, Blu-ray. Who knows, maybe you'll even see a laser disc today. So let's get physical. We wanna talk some physical media. Movies and TV, music and more. Come check out what we have in store. This is a media house stream. It's time for some physical media on FanZcene.
I know it was like really popular because it like won some Oscars and whatever, but
Jimmy does that.
It's got the Mighty Ducks guy.
No! Yes, but no! He's not the Mighty Ducks guy! It's Emilio Estevez! For the Brandon!
You can never have enough physical media.
It's so true. It's so true, as always. But welcome, fellow followers. Welcome back to the Physical Media Show here on FanZcene. Tonight with me is Six and Tom. How are you guys doing tonight?
Dandy. Thank you so much
Dandy.
for having me.
Anytime.
That's what I was going to say. Now I got to come up with something other than dandy. Give me 2 minutes.
Tom is kind of a dandy.
He's only like, what do you say, 20%? Is that what he said?
25.
25%.
25%. That's what he says. That's what he says.
Yes.
Yes. But how are you guys? How are you guys?
Which means I won't put a dick in my mouth, but I'll think about letting a guy put mine in his.
That's right.
That's about as far as I'd go.
You
If it was
think
to
about
save
it.
the world, I'd
Reviews-
consider it.
Reviews expressed by Tom from Midnight's Edge. Not reflective views by FanZcene.
And if you don't make eye contact, I've heard it's not gay. So,
I thought that was if as long as your balls don't touch.
well, why would I even be in that position? Like I said, I'm only going 25% of the way here.
And did you see the new Spider-Man poster?
No, I did not.
Today?
Does it go 25% of the way gay?
It looks there's a couple things about to touch in that
Oh,
poster.
Lord.
I don't have it saved or anything, so I can't even pull it up. But anyway, after the
What
show,
kind of things?
after the show, check out the new Spider-Man poster.
My God.
We're here to drink, play bad music, do some half gay shit.
Why just half gay?
Yeah, I know Dragonzilla. I know. But let's say hi to the chat real quick, and then we'll get into
I
our big...
plead the fifth.
We have FKHC.
Or is it I drink a fifth? I don't remember.
I don't know. You down a fifth.
Something like that.
Yeah, and then some. What's up, FKHC 2005? Glad to
I
see
know
you.
that guy.
Yes. Hell to you, Brian Barth. Glad to see
I
you.
know
out
that
there.
guy.
Yes, and we have Barry the Music Man.
I know
He
that
says-
guy. Hopefully you're feeling better.
Yes, I hope you are. And I like he calls you Ton and fans.
I'm a ton of fun.
So what can you say? Hopefully I'll get out of work in time to catch the show. Okay, so he's just like most people have
He's not
caught us
even
here. So,
He's not even here. We're saying hi to him. He's not even here. See?
yeah.
I mean-
But hell to you, Dragonzilla. Got the thing expanded Blu-ray. Haven't finished it, but that's cool. I hope you ordered that for me because I get stuff for that. So yeah,
That's a fantastic movie.
yeah. The thing is one of the best movies ever made. One of the best movies ever made.
The
Speaking
thing
of which,
used to be my nickname.
is
That's
it
what
like
she-
from Fantastic Four?
That's what she called me. Yeah, usually.
Hell, did you get Slither? I did not, but I have the Shout Blu-ray. But
I got an import from like years ago.
I know it came out on 4K Steelbook, I believe.
Yeah, I
Is that
gotta
the Worm
rewatch it.
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
James
So-
Gunn directed it, right?
Mm-hmm. It's when he was doing horror. And
That's how much of a James Gunn movie fan I am. I've never even seen Slither, guys. I own it. Never watched it. I've heard it's good. I've heard it's a lot like Gremlins, and people have said I would love it.
I would argue Slither is probably one of his best movies.
And you're probably, I think, one of the people who told me it was like Gremlins, I think, or something like that.
It's kind of like that. I would say it's a little more like Night of the Creeps.
You were the one that said that. Somebody else said it was like Gremlins.
It sort of takes from Night of the Creeps, the way those things are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a good movie. I think you'd enjoy it. Let's go, Ace Hanlon. Glad to
Where are
see
we
you out
going?
there.
It's cold out and I don't have a jacket.
Garth, take
That's
me,
right.
Garth. What's up, John DeBeagle Dad? Glad to see you out there. And he says he bought more physical media. Well, that's good to
Good for
see.
you.
Yes, sir.
I get
JC,
yelled at for it.
JCGR, glad to see you. America 250, Physical Media 250. Hope to catch the next one. Don't know if I can make it tonight. Have fun. Well, I hope you can. But always enjoy the replay because the replay will be here for your viewing pleasure. How do you, Dub Effect? Glad to see you out there. Yes, and then I said Dragon Mozilla. Thank you. What's up, Corlin Rogue? Good to see you. Hell to you, Psycho Not Your Daddy. Good to see you out there. Hey, look, there we got it's 6. Yes, it's 6. She's going to add to the conversation tonight, so hopefully we have a good one.
Greg said I can speak every 17 minutes. I can interject.
We needed a woman, and I said, you know what?
Unless
We
you're
needed
asking
somebody
a
to
question.
nag.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have Sydney Eubanks. It says, what's up, everyone? Have you seen the movie Disclosure Day? Who here has seen it? Tom? Was it good?
I was
Good.
going to see it, and I showed up at the theater, and I screwed up the times. I thought that there was like what time did I go? 9 or 9:30? I thought that there was a 9:30 showing, and there wasn't. There wasn't a showing until 12:30, and so that's why I actually ended up going to see Motu.
My mom always said, never say nothing bad about somebody if you don't have, or don't say something at all if you got something bad to say. Something like that.
I haven't heard
So
good
what did
things
you
about
think
it.
of the motor?
I think I lasted about an hour, and then I thought, why am I wasting my time? I could be home doing anything, nothing. So I left.
Yikes. That's
It was
not
Wow.
it was worse than I thought it was going to be.
Wow.
Just
She
for the
walked
record,
out.
6 liked Love and Blunder.
I very much enjoyed, but that's because Thor has been a joke of a character kind of since the beginning, not
That's
to the
fair.
extent that they made of He-Man and Motu, but Thor was always kind of a jokester.
I prefer the serious Thor personally. That's why I did not hate part 2. I did not like Love and Thunder. So, but I get
See, I
what
can't stand part 2, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind part 2. I like part 1 is my favorite of the Thor movies. After that, they're kind of, you know.
But Love and Thunder made me enjoy part 2 more.
But I get where 6 has come from because there was a time where they turned Thor into a frog in the comics. So, you know,
This is true.
this is so I get it. But if it's like if she loved and Thunder and walked out on Masters of the Universe, that's saying something.
I
Just
know.
saying.
It really came down to I had worked the night before because I work third shift. And so then I got out of work, stayed up for a couple hours, went to the theater, and I thought it's just work has been really hard. And I thought this is not a valid use of my time. So
I feel that. I haven't seen it yet, but I have not really been interested. From what I've seen, I would wait till later date. That's what I figured. But ahoy to you, Deeple. Glad to see you. And this tells you how good Slither is because Dragonzilla doesn't like James Gunn. So, and it's his favorite James Gunn movie. So, Slither is good. Slither is a good movie. Hail to you, Tim Hayes. Glad to see you out in the chat. Have you seen Michael for the millionth time?
I only watched it like 2 more times so far. And
When
I
he
won't
gets-
talk about it again until the movie comes out.
Let's say when he gets a physical copy, you won't even need to watch it because
And I didn't bring it up. That's 9.5 minutes.
you didn't bring it up, Tom. Turn on your camera.
I didn't bring it up.
Okay.
Salute
You're
to
just
you.
like carrying around a placard that's screaming.
No idea what you're talking about. Scream's a completely different album.
Did somebody say Scream?
Speaking of Scream,
We're good. We're getting there. We're getting
Almost
there.
makes you wonder if he wrote that. Here's something I keep learning about Michael Jackson. Now you got me on the
Oh
subject.
God, here we go. They started.
Motherfucker, it was like he must have like been like, I'm gonna write a song for that movie, and everybody kept rejecting them or something. Because I learned that Al Capone was actually supposedly written for the Untouchables, right? So I wouldn't be fucking the least bit surprised, other than the fact that it came out a year before the movie existed, if he wouldn't have wrote the song Scream for the movie Scream.
You never know.
But he didn't. He did, because it came out a year before. So,
There you
but like,
go.
yeah, there's all these other. We know about the Addams Family one. Most people know about that one, but
Mhm.
yeah, because the Addams Family 2, he was supposed to do a song for that one. Instead, they went with Tag Team because that was when the controversy blew up. They even had filmed stuff with Pugsley and Wednesday for the music video that never came to be. So yeah,
Dang. Who would have
Yeah.
thought?
yeah.
Huh? Go figure. There we go. We got a little Michael.
You got your
information
Michael.
here.
Now
There you
I'm
go,
not
your
bringing it up again. I have no anything here that's related to Michael.
Michael.
Tonight,
Okay.
so
Okay. And salute to you, Steven. Deleted scenes. Glad to
actually,
see you
that's
out
not fucking true.
there.
In fact, it's very not fucking true. In fact, I don't even know how I did this. I have synergized myself because, first of all, kids, just so you know, I did not plan this. This is just I grabbed this. I forgot I wore this shirt today, and Six and Greg are making fun of me the whole time before the show.
Mhm.
One of the directors I have tonight has directed a Michael Jackson video. Take your guess, which one?
I don't know.
Landis.
No, close though. That's kind of close. Not close, but you're on the right path.
You're in the right ballpark. So, movie you have. I don't know.
It's
think-
painfully obvious the synergy I'm in here tonight.
Oh,
if
is it,
anybody wants to get it in the chat here, especially.
Why do I want to say Scorsese?
You're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's Scorsese. Didn't he do one of those videos?
He did bad.
Yeah.
Who's bad?
It's bad. There you go.
You
there
ain't
you
bad.
go.
You ain't nothing.
Yeah.
So you
there
have to
go.
guess which Scorsese movie I got tonight. It's one I've never brought on before,
Oh, there we go. There you go.
and I liked it a lot.
I'll bet it's one I haven't seen.
Probably. I think I have actually seen it, and I realized because I thought I hadn't seen it, but I think I've seen the ending before, or I've seen enough clips of it in like some documentary to where I'm like, because I started getting like deja vu 2/3 of the way through. Anyway, let's get to other stuff.
I've done that before too. Like where I'm watching something that I assume I've never seen before, and then like after I'm watching it, there's parts that I go, I think I've seen that part somewhere before. So, oh, this might be a After Hours, Condon, Mean Streets. Well, I think you've seen The Last Temptation. I'm pretty sure you brought that on. So, Hugo, we got some guesses. We got some guesses in chat.
Could be
but okay.
Hugo.
Yeah. Hugo 3D.
Could
Because
even
we
be
know you
that.
like 3D. King of Comedy. So we got some
Is
guesses.
that even on Blu-ray? I think it's on DVD, but I'm not
With the King
Blu-ray.
Comedy? Really? The King Comedy is not on Blu-ray?
Is it on Blu-ray?
I don't know.
I know that's one of his movies that doesn't often get much notice or love.
Yeah. But speaking of movies, what do we have coming for new releases before we
That's
get
a
into
good question. In fact, we just got a date finally for. I think we got a date, or at least we got a pre-order for Project Hail Mary.
Yeah.
I know we don't normally cover too many new movies here, but that one is one that I know some people are very excited about. And I'm confused that there's only just a standard 4K Blu-ray release, it looks like, as of right now. I didn't see any special editions, no steel books, nothing.
I don't think they've released a steelbook at all. So
No, and we don't have a date on it because according to Amazon, it's coming out, I just realized, December 21st, 2099. Is that their way of telling us to go fuck ourselves?
2099. I heard it's
No,
supposed to come
it's just a setup date to whatever, but like,
Yeah. I think it's supposed to come out in like August of this year. I think
yeah, I was gonna say they've got all
Yeah.
this stuff here for it, so it's definitely coming out. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because it's even gonna have a director's commentary, deleted scenes, and another featurette, which I'm assuming you don't get with the digital feature, obviously, especially the commentary.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's been lost in the move over to digital, especially because I was glad to see that Michael, not to bring it again, got that hour-long documentary and then some with all the other extras. But if there's any commentaries, you have to wait for the disc for that. because nothing I've seen anymore has any comment. And there was supposed to be what was that movie? The Superman movie, wasn't that supposed to get some commentary on the digital version?
The new one.
Yeah, because James Gunn, I remember him saying, save your digital copy if you buy the Blu-ray, because the commentary will be on the digital copy, not the Blu-ray, unless it's some kind of Apple exclusive or some shit. Because yeah, I haven't seen it pop up yet. Nobody said anything about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about it.
You would
either.
think that if he would have had a commentary, a lot of people would be digging into that shit by now.
Yeah, you would think.
For better or
Boba
worse.
Fett. Yeah, Boba Fett said the owns King of Comedy.
Okay, so
over
it
there,
is. All right.
And hi, Davina Duckworth. I didn't say
We finally got a date on Popeye.
Mhm.
I know we've talked about that before, but that's coming. When is it? That's an August one. That's August 18th.
I think that's in August, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, we got Mars Attacks. More info on that. August 11th. We got The Saints coming. We August 25th. We've announced that, but it's finally got a date. Enemy at the Gate is coming August 25th. Criterion announced their September releases, and they are 3 films by Leo Carax. No idea what they are.
Yeah, they're
Nouvelle
not
Vogue,
very good ones.
The Secret Agent, 12 Angry Men again.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like the third fucking time that movie's been released in 4K, at least twice, if not?
It's like that was like the only one out of that.
Yeah.
It's like again, and then the other ones are like they're really artsy fartsy
Day
films.
and
I've
Night
never-
in the Forest,
Yeah.
The Two Prosecutors, and Showa.
Yeah,
Then we got Johnny Handsome. Never heard of that, but it's from '89.
I know that. That's with Mickey Rourke.
Okay, maybe I'm familiar with it vaguely.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Warner Archives got a couple of announcements here. We got They Are Makayo out of 1952, Crime Wave from 53, Colt 45 out of 50, The Keyhole from 1933, The Seventh Cross from 44, Lily Turner, Sisters, Presenting Lily Mars, Random Harvest, Campton Horatio Hornblower out of 51, Bonnie Scotland out of 35, and A Midsummer Night's Dream. I should be able to get that right, considering I was in the stupid fucking play. 1935. All titles are scheduled. Oh, never mind. I don't need that. We finally got a date for The Cable Guy, October
Yes.
6th. That's an oddball. I'm surprised that Sony's giving that such a prestigious release.
I haven't seen that in like years, so I may pick it up.
But like Bill Hunt's been talking about it for a while, so it must be getting something decent released to it. Let's see here. We've got Maniac, the 2012 version with Elijah Wood. I haven't seen that yet. I'm curious how that is different from the original.
I've heard it's a good remake, but it's also it's shot POV style. So like it's all shot from his perspective, and you only see Elijah Wood like when he looks in the mirror and stuff.
Weird.
So it's like that.
Is that their way of being cheap?
Yeah, maybe. So, yeah.
Let's see here. What else are we getting? We're getting Past Midnight from Alliance, aka our old good buddies at Mill Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh Horses, also from them. The 2018 Suspiria film is finally getting released in, it looks like, Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Big Jake is getting a 55th anniversary 4K release from Kino Lorber. Interesting. Yep. Nice. Let's see. Anything else worth a shit here that we haven't already talked about?
Not confirmed, but rumored because somebody did find it in an Arrow. Found a
that's
thing.
Pretty much confirmed. Yeah.
Yeah, you know how like they did the Jason movies and stuff. The Last Boy Scout coming 4K from Arrow.
Not surprised. I could consider that an obvious one. Yeah.
So that could be. I mean, it's not confirmed, but
no, that's a decent follow up to their Demolition Man release. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
If it's in their pamphlet, then it's confirmed.
Yeah.
You just don't have a date. That's all.
So I don't know who found it. I think it came from one of the new releases that somebody got.
Yeah,
you know,
if it's in there, then it's confirmed. It's just they don't have a date yet.
Yeah, and also I think
teasing it.
I think they're also doing the Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis as well, which that comes in a 2 Blu-ray set together, and so both of those were found. The cards were found in the Arrow 4K set somewhere, so there you go for those. But yeah, I think everything you said is what I saw. So.
No, I don't think I missed anything else.
Yeah, I don't think. All right. Well, we might as well rip this Band-Aid quick. So, and I know the audience loves hearing about it, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start with
Sydney.
Hello, Sydney. I'm going to start with because I have one that you don't, and then we'll talk. We'll jump into the other, the part 7. So
Well, I have it, but I have the old Blu-ray.
Yeah, you have the old Blu-ray. So I do have my Scream 4 Steelbook that I got in the
Which I've heard some mixed reactions to because of how the film was shot initially, and I don't know what exactly they did to this to make it 4K.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, and
Well, that's cool because it kind of matches the other ones then.
yeah. So yeah. I gotta be honest, I thought it looked good. I did.
I've heard so many different takes on it now. I can't wait to see it myself just to see.
I also got this because I pre-ordered this.
You
as well.
fucking nerd.
Is that new?
Brand new VHS.
Yeah,
first
I don't think it ever got
What?
a VHS release. Yeah, it was
First time
it was
ever
after
on VHS. Ooh, look at that nice white VHS.
Wow.
Look at that.
You fucking.
Did
nerd.
you watch it?
I haven't watched the VHS yet. I watched the 4K though.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm excited to watch it because I have all the Screams on VHS.
It better be pan and scan.
It is pan and scan. So I have all the originals.
I'm at that point where it's like, if you're gonna give me a VHS, motherfucker, better be pan and scan.
It is pan and scanned.
Yeah,
So
take me all the way back in time.
Yeah, they put work into it, so that's pan and scanned. So the more I've been on record saying I was never a huge fan of 4 to begin with. But the more I've watched it, the more I've come to like it.
Told you.
So,
5 and 6 help though, I'm sure.
Yeah, 5 and 6. The funny thing is, like, anybody, all those people that like love part 5, because I know part 6 has started to get some hate lately. But like, seriously, everything they set up in this is part 5 is saying the same crap but doing it shittier. Same thing. Like they even have a conversation in this where they talk about remakes and legacy sequels. They call them screamakes and screequels. That's what they call them. Like the same thing that chick says in part 5. They say that have that same conversation in this, and all the rules they set up in part 4, they break in part 5. Like literally, they say one of the rules is any way to survive a new horror movie nowadays, you got to be gay. Guess who's still alive out of the new horror movies? Randy's gay niece, and she gets stabbed in every movie, and so does her brother, and they still are alive. So, like, I still have 2 big critiques for this movie because I think this movie is great. I do think it's good. It has gone up in my viewing. Is my 2 biggest critiques is I'm not a fan of the multiple openings. I'm still not a fan of that, and I think Sydney, like, I'm not a fan of like fucking coked out of her head Jill Roberts just beating the shit out of everybody. I just like Sydney just stands there, doesn't even fight. She does not put. This is the only movie she does not put up a fight in until the hospital scene. Because I mean, I know they were planning on killing her or putting her in a coma for a while, anyways, the original ending. But like, she just stands there and does nothing at all.
She's getting old. She's tired.
Well, that's part 4. This is before she's old. And in part 7, which we'll get to,
well, I think part of it is that she's, and I haven't watched it in a couple months, so I'm trying to remember because I watched the 4K streaming version, which I thought looked okay. Yeah. Like I just kind of remember at that point she's just kind of letting Emma just blow her fucking because she's wasting time is what she was doing.
Yeah.
Doesn't she say that? She's like, I'm buying time or whatever like that, and then she's like, what? And then the whole thing sets off. If I remember correctly, isn't that right?
No, it's like she's been stabbed. Sydney in the kitchen. I'm talking about the kitchen scene. The
kitchen scene's not the
hospital scene. Okay. She fights. That's where she starts fighting.
Oh, okay.
But
I gotta. I'll kind of pay attention more this time.
Yeah,
then.
Sydney's been stabbed. Which, yeah, granted, it was in the stomach, but she's been stabbed and cut in all the other previous movies before too. And she just stands there and lets her kill the other guy, stab her in the stomach again, and then she goes down, and then that's when Jill does her whole. And this is also what I think is stupid as well too, because like she slams her head into the wall, she stabs herself in the shoulder, she throws herself back on a glass table, which takes a lot of force to break that glass table when you throw yourself, right? And then when they get to the hospital, she's kicking the shit out of Dewey, she's kicking the shit out of Gail, she shoots the blonde cop, she's kicking shit out of Sydney. Like at some point, I mean, I get that she's a villain and that like they're trying something, but that's like the only parts that really irked me about this movie is because this movie does such a great job. Like, because this movie sets it up where you do really don't have to have seen 2, 3 or at all, 2 or 3 at all. And I think that's why so many people like this movie, because if you've only seen the first movie, you can go right into part 4. Yes, there's nods to part 2 and 3 and everything, but you can literally go from 1 to 4, and it like there's like
Yeah, that's probably true. I never really thought about it that way.
because it does a great job of doing a legacy sequel, remake, whatever you want to call it, and
Yeah,
change.
'cause it's more about the whole reboot cool thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it's about, and it does it really, really well. Um,
Which is why I dump on the 5th film, because like, and everybody's
Yeah.
like, oh no, but it's commenting on this. It's like, no, it's all shit that we've seen before in part 4. Did
It
you forget
is.
we had an entire fucking movie that was already dedicated to this, and it ends with never fuck with the original, bitch.
Exactly. And what's always funny is like when you tell people that they're just trying to remake the first movie, and they go, "No, they're not. They're not trying to remake the first movie in 5. They're acknowledging
worse
what
than that in
happened in the
some
first
ways.
movie." They're like,
It's
they're
not just
acknowledging that.
remaking the first movie, it's also shitting on it at the same time
It
and
is.
deconstructing it. And this is why I got into it with certain individuals about this fucking movie. It's like, what are you talking about? This movie is a deconstruction of. They're like, no, it's a love letter too, and blah, 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 blah.
No, it's not.
Like, there's a whole scene where you have the fucking character basically blaming the original fans for the movies sucking.
Yeah.
And then they make the false claim that all we care about is the first film. It's like, no, we care about continuity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll actually give it respect this time out. It didn't even irk me as much that they had some nods to continuity, because almost like now I'm seeing in hindsight, it's kind of more like, you know, you can kind of see Williamson he came to terms with part 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but he's also still poking fun at fucking 5 and 6 like a motherfucker.
Yeah, in part 7.
Because you get at least 3 or 4 cracks at it. And I love my favorite line of all is like, well, hell, we even had an illegitimate child of one of the killers, so who knows?
Yeah.
You know?
That's something else that gives me, because we might as well get into
Scream 7, which I also got here in my fancy cellophane thing that I got now for protecting my steel books.
Okay, since I have mine, I'll show. There's the front. There's the back.
And this is probably the best looking of all.
Oh yeah, this
all of
one's
them.
great, and
I like the art on this one.
Yeah, it's great. And Brian Barth, no, VHS is not making a comeback.
No.
It's making a comeback amongst people like me. That's it.
I'll admit I've been using VHS a little bit since I pulled out my VHS player, and I'll tell you how though. I've been using it as a stand-in for a cassette deck, because I'll record my vinyl onto VHS in hi-fi stereo, and it actually sounds 10 times better than any cassette ever could. And not only that, it's almost a 1-to-1 copy pretty much, or it is a 1-to-1 copy, because for those who don't know, VHS had great fucking sound on it. It had a ton of room for the soundtrack. So in a lot of cases, some people would argue that, you know, their old VHS hi-fi sounded better than some DVDs and Blu-rays have now. And I stand by the reason is because they had that nice crisp hi-fi boost on that, yeah, it was probably a little compression that made whatever, but at the same time, it's that nostalgic. I think it's the same reason why people have this thing for vinyl, right? It's like,
Yeah.
and I get it. It's like, yeah, it doesn't sound nearly as good as a digital file or even in, you know, more advanced high res file that we got now, but there's that warmth to it. There's that floor of vinyl that gives you that noise and that just idea of it's alive, you know what I mean? And kind of VHS is the same way. It's alive. It has a living life to it.
There's
I mean,
certain... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say there's like a certain magic to the hum of the VCR. There's
that, but there's also like each tape has its own life to it. Each record has its own life to it. Every time you play that tape, every time you play that record, it's never going to play the same way.
Yeah.
Right. Like how many times you fuck up a tape, you know, you'll screw it up in one spot.
Yeah.
Or a record finally gets scratched or something, or if it skipped one time, it may not skip the next time. Same thing with your VHS, depending on which player you're playing it in. It may not play the sound right in one, but it might play just fine in the other.
Yeah.
You know, like it's all a crapshoot of, you know, that's one thing about digital is like everything is kind of streamlined for the most part. I mean, yes, you'll have different, you know, experiences depending on your equipment and hardware, you know, and all that kind of business, but the end of the day, as long as you have everything set up correctly, you're going to get just about the same experience no matter where you're at from that same source, right? It's
Yeah.
there. It's all the same, it's the source that's not changing. It's whatever you're watching it on.
Yeah.
VHS, vinyl, things like that, cassettes, they all have a different life to them. They're created differently. You can buy two of the same exact thing and they can be completely different depending on where they were manufactured or how they were mastered. And, you can buy a CD though from that's, now, unless it's been remastered, it'll be the exact same files that it was 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, and you'll see that a lot with DVDs, as I'll get into here when I bring in a DVD.
Yeah. And that's true. That's true. So that's why I'm looking. I know typically the thing is we watch before we do, but I just got the VHS today for Scream 4, so I haven't had a chance to watch it. Now, Double Fat, I hear what you're saying here, but there's something else I also like to point out that all the beloved fans of Part 4 love, and the blonde cop, what's her name? She would have had a 5-year-old son who's never mentioned. And meanwhile, she's trying to take Dewey away from Gail.
Yeah, that's an issue.
She has a 5-year-old son at home that's never shown or never mentioned, and she's a big part of the movie.
I mean, it would have made sense if she had a kid and she was single. She would want some daddy type, around or whatever. Like that would have added to the character. But that's an issue I have with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can budget say that, yeah, she was on a trip doing a book signing while her husband and her kids are back home. And the reason they're not mentioned is because there's no need for them to be mentioned. You kind of get away with that. But like people seem to forget. All of a sudden, what's her name has a 16-year-old son in Part 5, and she never brought up that she has a kid in that.
Yeah, and Sydney's daughter, I mean, it's within the right time period. Who cares if she just said she had kids.
Yeah.
We saw her just pushing a stroller. I think it would have made a bit more sense had they had the new girl, Tatum's father, be a different dad, just to kind of make it more sense of why there's such a big, huge gap.
Yeah.
Like, she...
Well, what's his name was supposed to be her husband.
I know. Well, you could even have set it up that, like, yeah, he was the father, but, he got too married to his job and, whatever. You didn't even have to have the dad be the cop then. You could have wrote it differently, but I know they were just kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place and they just switched the last name is all they did.
That's all they did.
They probably took out anything that was referring to Part 3 and them being together, yeah.
Didn't you hear Joel McHale's story that he told about this?
No, but I'm sure I can imagine what it was.
He said he showed up to set and his chair said Patrick Dempsey.
Did it really?
Yeah, he said because Patrick Dempsey Mark, and he said he kept that chair because he don't know what happened or why. But they
got that far, huh?
Yeah, they got that far, and he said when he showed up, they didn't even bother to switch out the chair for him. They just gave him Patrick Dempsey's chair.
See, because I was under the assumption that that actually tells me a little bit more, even though that's not too far off from what I figured. I figured he was written in. He wanted either too much or the studio was like, I don't know if we should have him in the movie. We already have enough controversy with the chick from the last two movies. We don't need McDreamy in here fucking causing any more fucking controversy. Because for those who don't know, he's half-ass canceled as it is.
But I mean, he said it might have been scheduling conflicts because Patrick Dempsey did have a new TV show come out around the same time. So
that could be, and he just wanted he couldn't get out of it if it was something that was contractual before the movie too. But usually when that happens, they say that.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the way it went down, it felt very like last minute, and I was like, oh, and you're not even changing the fucking name of the guy? Like,
just changed his last name is all.
Just change his last name, and that's it. Like,
yeah. But
they could have at least, just as a nod, you could have at least had him be her daughter, and like something happened to him. Like he could have even died, in the line of duty.
Yeah, they could have did something like that. But I mean, it is what it is. That's what. Look, guys, I know you like Scream 7 is not
bullshit.
Yeah, it's nitpicky. It's not a perfect movie.
I actually liked it better this time around than I did the first time. Even
I did too.
It's still not nearly as good as the first four, though.
No,
but it's definitely better than 5 and 6.
It is, and I was watching it after I watched it this time. I come to the realization. I think I know why. One of the reasons why a lot of people did not like. Well, I think a lot of people did because mostly it's people online that claim to hate it. Most people I've talked to that's not online tend to like the movie just fine, right? but I'm watching it, and as I'm watching it, I'm thinking the meta-ness, because people's like, where's the meta and everything? I'm thinking that it's just a simple classic slasher movie. That's truly it all it is. It's not saying, it isn't saying anything new to the genre, but it
No,
feels comforting. It's like,
and I think that
comfort food.
people also don't give it enough credit, because like this time I'm noticing, I noticed it the first time, but even more so how, the first film was a play on how, especially first two, were a big play on how, movies don't make psychos, movies make psychos more creative. And then, what's his face, Mickey, wanted to use movies as the motive for his killing in the second film. Well, in this film, you actually have Sydney, who's as her, her heroicism is what caused this individual to believe that, they were a hero by killing their own fucking husband and kid, right?
Yeah.
Like this fucking psycho bitch.
Yeah.
So
And she
she
really
created, the hero created the psycho this time.
Yes, yes.
That's the twist in this one. And I get it. Some people were like all uppity in arms about it, because I was kind of bummed too at first.
Yeah.
But the more I thought about it, I'm kind of like, this movie's a little bit more clever than some people give it credit for. Now, it's not
I
great,
think it, yeah.
but it's a lot more clever than people give it credit for. And I think Kevin did a really bang up job, especially with delivering on the kills. These are some of the more memorable kills since the first two films.
I agree.
What else could I say that we haven't said already about it?
Yeah, that's why
times
I
already,
wanted to
but
sort of
yeah.
make it quick about this. But like, yeah, no, it does have memorable kills. I think it is a lot smarter than it's given credit for. Do I think they did Matthew Lillard a little dirty? I do. I
A little
do.
bit,
A
but
little bit.
I think it also is smart to, because that's when they bring up the comment about a daughter being the illegitimate daughter of a killer.
Yeah.
Is when they bring up, it would be really stupid if Stu Macher was alive.
But
I
now,
mean, at least Kevin got that out of his system.
but here's my thing on that, which
Yeah.
kind of aggravates me about that. That's what I was going to bring up earlier, right? This is from Kevin Williams himself as well, too. The reason they shoot Jill in the chest in part 4 is because they were planning on bringing her back. And he himself wanted to bring her back in this movie, but he couldn't get it out. That's because like,
Well, that would make more sense to bring her out the next as one of the next killers, like she got out of prison or broke out or out of the nut house somehow.
But I mean, like, okay, like I said, she stabs herself in the shoulder. She slams her head into a glass picture, which would give her a concussion. She slams her body onto the glass table and that takes a lot of force to slam that. She gets shock paddled to the head and shot in the heart. But Stu, who gets cut up a little bit and the TV falls on his head, that's
he's
jumping the
dead.
shark.
Well,
Which
all of
to
them
me
are
is,
jumping
I
the
would
shark
rather
at
not
this
any
point.
of them be brought back. I'm just saying I don't want any
Yeah.
of the killers brought back. I'm
Yeah,
saying
well,
if you
at this
bring her
point,
back,
yeah.
it's the same thing as Stu in my mind.
True, absolutely. I mean, at this point, I don't want
And
any
he
of that
wants to
either.
bring her back, you know?
Well, I mean, you kind of blew that wad with this one, because what story are you going to tell now? How are you going to manage that? You just did that.
Exactly.
Like, this script almost feels like that was what the logical, ending was, is she's got all these people that was working with her in the mental institution because she obviously was still crazy to go to fucking prison, right? I mean, that's the other thing is like, okay, we haven't had any of the killers live yet. That's another thing.
That's something I would like to see.
And not only that, we haven't had one of these movies come from the more of the point of the view of one of the killers. And that's where bringing Stu in would have been more interesting, because in his point of view, he's the forgotten killer, right? And that's why I did like that this movie kind of paid more homage to Stu, because, it's gotten so heavy duty with fucking, Skeet Ulrich's character in the last two films, especially. But other than that, the first two films were more revolved around him.
Yeah, I agree. And I do think it would have been nice to have, I mean, once again, I'd rather not those killers be brought back, but if anybody deserved to be brought back, it's him, because he's been fighting it for so long, and it kind of makes sense at this point for what they were going for. And like, also like the people who complain that it's just nostalgia bait, nostalgia slop. I'm watching it this time around, and like, there's more remaking of, like we mentioned earlier in part 5 of the first movie, like scenes almost exactly done the same way in 5 as they were in the first movie than there is in 7. There's literally only 2 scenes they copy from the first movie in part 7. It's the scene with Sydney's daughter in the beginning when the boyfriend sneaks into a room and make it, like the Billy scene, and then the red right hand scene when everybody's closing up shop for the curfew.
You forgot one.
What's the other one?
The end.
Oh, well, they
even specifically say that we're gonna take it right back to where it started with somebody in a chair.
Oh yeah,
you
well,
care
yeah,
about.
yeah. I did forget about that. That's
Yeah, yeah.
my bad. But that's 3. But you can go watch Scream 5, and it's like almost the entire movie. And they say, well, that's because they're not using nostalgia. They're changing things.
No,
like,
like I said at the time, they're
using
basically doing
nostalgia.
exactly what The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi did in one movie.
I mean, like right down to like, guess who owns this house? The girl, Amber, owns the house. You know who else owned this house? Stu owned this house. She's one of the killers. Stu was one of the killers. The boyfriend's also one of the killers.
Yeah. Honestly, they can end with this one as far as I'm concerned, but we know that's not going to happen.
Honestly, this one does have a decent ending. Since like
Good
you could have
place to
just
end
left
it.
it like that. But anyways,
we'll see how it goes. But
yeah, I'm not too thrilled with the writers they hired for 8, because everything they've done has failed. And anyways, but I know you guys, some of you guys out there are tired with the Scream and all that. So yeah, Scream 2022 is The Force Awakens, and The Last Jedi is like part 6.
And then it even predicted the rise of Palpatine with the fucking daughter of the killer being the hero. Now, the main bad guy of the original film. Now, I don't know. How much is there really in this as far as like passing down mental instability through the family? Because 6, I know you have a little bit of a medical background. I'm not going to say what exactly, but do you know anything about that? Like how it's been more than 17 minutes since you said anything. You got to talk now.
Yeah, sorry, 6.
What kind of like actuality is there to like passing down craziness? Because you had, the original killer's mom and his daughter is supposedly she's fighting it the whole time. So like, yeah,
I've never worked in like on a psych unit, but and it would depend on specifically what the diagnosis would be. But a lot of that, if they get help early on, depending on what their childhood is like, since childhood is, can affect people long term with, traumatic events. But I don't really think that if the mother is a psychotic killer, that I don't think that raises the chance of a daughter being a psychotic killer. But they're definitely going to be more likely to have some type of, being a psychotic killer. There's such a small percentage of that actually happening, especially as a woman.
But as you're saying to me, it sounds more like. It almost sounds more like it's a nurture thing more than a nature thing, like an environmental thing, probably more so than a.
Yes.
Because we honestly don't really have anything to really go on to say for sure, but yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. So yeah, like this whole idea of the craziness being passed down from grandmother to son to daughter, and it just the whole thing drove me nuts.
You mean?
And then you got.
But it's not. I mean, it's a horror movie, so
yeah. But she's never met her father. That's the thing, or her grandmother, for that matter.
And yes, she sees him exactly how he looked at the end of Scream 1.
Yeah,
she sees him exactly, line for line. With really bad.
I mean, I could understand if you would see, being that it was a famous thing, you would probably see pictures of your father on like, documentaries and stuff on TV, and your mom or your grandma probably. Well, that's the thing. He doesn't even have a grandma, but your grandma on your dad's side probably had, or on her the dad's side, probably had some images and pictures that you could probably get into. They might answer some questions.
But the thing is, they kept it from her though. She was raised by a different dad. She never knew his family. That's what.
That's the other problem we have is she was adopted, so there's nothing that really tie her to that initial. Like, I don't even remember in the movie how she found out she was adopted. And then the worst thing is it's the worst kept secret in fucking town because everybody knows who the fuck she is.
Except her. She found a letter from her mom.
That's what it was. Yeah.
To Billy.
That's what it was. Yeah. I forgot. It's been a little while since I watched it because I hated it that much.
But
I just wanted to die when I was watching it the last time. I'm like, God, somebody call me and ask me if I like scary movies right now, please. And I'll fucking get the answer wrong on purpose.
I'm sorry. Haters can hate. I love this movie. Sorry. This is the best modern day Scream sequel. No, it's not as good as 1, 2, 3, and 4, but it's way 100 times better than 5 and 6. Y'all can kiss my ass. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, with that.
I don't mean it, guys. I really don't mean it. But what do you got, Tom? You wanna?
Oh, are we doing my next one here?
Yeah, if you want to.
All right, well, let's skip to the DVD, and I'll save the other one for last because it's going to keep everybody guessing. This is one I seen this at a thrift store for $1, so I had to grab it.
Oh, Ace Ventura.
And you know why? Even though I have the 4K version,
I remember something to do with the.
you can't really read it probably, but it has that. Oh, there it is, featuring additional footage. I'm in mirror. Damn it, fucking.
I can see it.
It's fine.
They're fine.
Is it fine for you guys? Because I'm mirrored.
Yeah, featuring
we
additional
see it.
footage not seen theatrically.
Okay,
Not
that's why I'm
theatrical.
all off. Like I've been mirrored. That's why I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So yeah, it has that one scene that's not in the other version. But I was kind of surprised when I went to watch that scene, how good this DVD actually looked. How old it was and how good it actually looked. I'm like, wow, this actually looked pretty goddamn good. And of course, it's the full screen version, so it's the open matte version, unlike the pan and scan version of your Scream VHS, because that was shot in scope. But
look at Tom going all retro on us. VHS,
I know, right?
DVD. What are you turning into me?
I didn't watch the whole movie, but I did, watch, a little bit of it, and I just kind of got sucked into it for a little bit because I'm like, God, I just watched the 4K, and well, not just, I mean, like, what was it, half a year ago now, whatever, a little while back. And I'm like, yeah, it looked pretty goddamn good, but I'm like, Jesus, this looks pretty good for a DVD from 30 years ago. So, because this is the old ass fucking, what's the date on this? 97. So I was right. 30. Fuck. This thing is 30 fucking years old, and it's in mint condition too. See, this is, I'm going to put this in my fucking DVD slip things. So I could recommend those.
What are these DVD slip things that you're talking about? You said something about cellophane or?
Yeah, they're like these, I don't really like this company, so I'm going to get different.
Wrapped in.
Yeah, but you can put them back in these.
Oh, they're kind of like comic.
Yeah, and I got them initially for my music because I have a bunch of Blu-ray and DVD audio stuff that I, whatever, and I started using them on my steelbooks. This should fit in there. So
hold up. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's kind of like a comic book sleeve.
Yeah, this was a little big, so I don't know if it's gonna fit, but
that's what she said.
That's what she said. Yeah. Nice and tight, but we'll get her in there. So you got to take some finagling sometimes.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. Oh, see, now I'm splitting this one. This is why I don't like this brand.
That's what he said.
I can't recommend this brand. Do not buy this brand, though. If they were a condom brand, we'd be pregnant right now.
And that's what she said.
Is that a normal case? Is that a normal DVD case?
No,
like
it's not.
Typical?
It would fit the normal ones okay, but it already split on this one.
She wasn't lying this time when she said, "I never do this."
She's lying.
Well, I'm gonna have to tape that now, but I'm gonna still use it since I split it. But
how many did you get in a bag?
This one's got 50 in it.
Well, throw it away.
Using it for a while.
Oh wait, you own thousands of DVDs though.
I'll use it. Fuck that. I'm always running out of fucking. I even got. That's a shitty part about having like big things like these. You got to buy special.
That's what she said.
Special fucking sized condoms for these bastards.
Oh, so snapper case.
Because this is a 3 fucking album set. And this is the one I brought on the CD of a while back that has like fucking 4 discs in it. But yeah. But it's not even the whole thing on that. That just only has the first 2 CDs on it. Anyhow, that being said, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're talking about Ace Ventura. So, no, I was just kind of surprised how good it looked for how old of a movie it was. But yeah, for $1 at the fucking thrift store, what the fuck? I figure why not?
And then the next time somebody's over your house, why do you have 7 copies of Ace
I got Free Willy for $1 too.
That's what she said.
But that was on VHS.
Oh, you got the look at you, Tom, buying Free Willy.
Why I got that VHS?
The Michael Jackson music video at the beginning. Hold me
like a river,
Jordan.
And I was in say to thee,
we
were Free Willy.
Why are we doing this all after night now? That's what she said. So,
all right. Well, that's what she hoped.
That's what she hoped. Listen, I got about 15 minutes in me. Okay.
Yeah, 10 tops. If you want to show, that is.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Uh,
anyhow, so
I
yeah,
thought we were
Ace
talking
Ventura
physical
on
media.
DVD. So like, yeah, DVD is still viable. I actually use DVD to this day for other things too.
Me too.
Actually, as I store, high res files and stuff like that don't fit on CDs and other things. So
Yeah.
they're still viable. I hate that they're not making as many blank discs anymore, which sucks, but it is what it is. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I haven't been doing it much lately. It was also the same day I found a Carol Burnett DVD for $1 too that had the Jackson 5 and Vincent Price as
My
the
gosh.
guest. Hey, it was both. It was a double. Vincent Price
Vincent
and
Price?
yeah. So
Free-
I'm like, how
free
can I pass
Thriller.
that up?
Yeah.
Free Thriller. How the fuck? They did
How
that on
could you
purpose,
pass
right?
that up? Yeah.
They had to do that on purpose. This is Vincent Price.
Tom had to. I prefer Blu-ray, but DVDs have a room.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
It just depends on what it is. And I've noticed here's one problem with some Blu-rays. In fact, I got it right here to kind of emphasize. I don't know if I got my Blu-ray here nearby, but you guys remember I've talked about this before, where the Blu-ray version of this that I have is literally just an up convert of this DVD, and it looks like ass. And I wish I'd never would have bought it, because I think I spent twice as much as I spent on this DVD originally. And this has both the at least two, not three, but two of the three Incredible Hulk movies from the 80s on it. So yeah,
I still have that one. I still have that one DVD.
the ones with Daredevil and Thor.
Yes, and I also have
Kingpin.
the Hulk.
Yeah, that one I have too, but that's owned by Fox Television for some reason.
Which means Disney. No.
Yeah, so it's back where it belongs, except for now Universal can't put it in with their box set.
Yeah.
Which bums me out, like, because I was hoping that we'd get the movies in at least 1080p, not 4K, but yeah, we didn't.
Oh, that sucks.
Because I like they're fun. They're cheesy as fuck, but
yeah. I mean, what the best part of those movies is like seeing Hulk and Thor run down the beach, just like make poses with me, and they're just like just flexing and shit. It's like you can't. That's
so 80s.
It's so cheesy. It's
that's the only time you could get away with shit like that and it not be completely.
Exactly. I mean, you got Thor running.
I mean, it is, but it isn't.
He's got his helmet, no shirt on, the Hulk beside him. They're just like, rah, rah. It's great. I love it. Oh man, I haven't seen those in a long time though. But
no, I know. But if I do watch it, which I haven't in a while either, now after I saw how bad because I never watched the Blu-ray after I saw how bad it looks, because I was all jazzed up. I'm like, oh yeah, finally gonna get it in in Blu-ray.
No. Oh man.
Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, since we're talking about it, there's the import one that I got that's on Blu-ray. That's literally an up convert of the one I just showed you. And then here's the Death of the Incredible Hulk.
I have that one too.
On Fox Video.
Yes. And that also comes with that came with a free movie ticket to see the Hulk when I bought it.
And one of the versions, yeah.
Yeah, to see the new.
It might
Hulk.
have been the one I think I got one of those, yeah.
Yeah. So like they're around here.
And
like
I went to see the Hulk.
Right there. Yeah. I went to see the Hulk. I didn't hate it.
That's why I was happy about, like, back in the day when movies like that would come out, because you knew we were going to get a shit ton of like the old stuff just re-released again, just boom.
Yes, that's what I loved it. I loved that. I mean, like the X-Men, when the X-Men came out, they started releasing old cartoons on DVD too. Yeah. So I was like, yes. So
yeah, Rex Smith was Daredevil in that.
Yeah, Rex Smith was good.
The Trial of the Incredible Hulk.
And what's his name? From Indiana Jones and
John Rhys Davies played Kingpin.
Yeah, he played Kingpin.
Yep.
Yeah, he was a good Kingpin, even though he didn't shave and go bald. He was all hairy. So,
it was some 80s about that. Isn't that kind of weird? Like, it's like it's almost expected. It's like if they didn't have a mustache, they'll have a mustache. But if they're supposed to have a mustache, they will refuse to wear the mustache.
It's so good because he's like, if I remember correctly, when it shows him, he's got like his hair slicked back, he's got sunglasses on, he's in a dark room, and he's got like 10 TVs in front of him, like regular like tube TVs right in front of me.
Like it's almost kind of inventive that, like, with Lex Luthor, Gene Hackman's like, I'm not shaving my head.
Yeah.
So then Donner's like, all right, fine, we'll come up with wigs and shit. So they do a bunch of wigs throughout the entire film. So like, it kind of added that. And Luthor he's that vain, especially his version of him.
Yeah. It is good. It's good. All right. Six, do you want to say anything? Because I don't want to leave you out of the conversation.
Yeah, no.
Oh no, I don't feel left out at all. I have nothing to say. Thank you.
She screamed enough.
She screamed enough. Like
And
everybody,
she's Ace Ventura enough.
when they come onto this to replay this, they'll be like, I'm fast forwarding past the Scream stuff. Okay, let's get to
I love
Yeah,
Scream.
yeah.
To me, Scream is like a Godzilla movie. I've never seen a bad, and I know I'm in the minority. I've never seen a bad Godzilla movie. I've never seen like a bad dinosaur movie. Like I can just put any Scream in, and it's not going to be as good as the first one. I love the first one, adore it, but it's still going to be a good time.
I say this. I know. I said, kiss my. I was joking, people, and yes, I know I put down 5 and 6 a lot. But if you guys like 5 and 6, I'm not one of those people that like, oh, how can you like this movie? I've never talked to you ever again or something. I always say, love what you love. If you love them, cool. I'm not. It's just these are my thoughts and opinions on those movies. I'm not trying to offend you or say I don't like you. It's just I don't like these movies. But if you like them, that is cool. That's fine. So I think I'm like whatever makes you happy makes you happy. So that's what I gotta say about that. But yeah, I get where you're coming from, Six. I completely get it. So is it to me? Are we going to go to me? Or
I agree with her assessment on Godzilla films for the most part, and dinosaur and or rubber monster films, if you will add that to the mix.
What about King Kong?
That's like all three of those at once.
You're hitting all the
I
sweet
love King
spots.
Kong.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? That's like a full house. That's like
You hit his sweet spots.
exactly King Kong. Are you kidding me? It doesn't even have to be a good King Kong movie. Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just
right?
enjoyable. Yeah.
I mean,
Even King Kong Escapes.
King
It's
Kong
fucking
Lives with what's the
bad.
name is really good. I mean, it's not good, but it's fun to watch.
Which one?
King Kong Lives with Sarah Connor.
Oh yeah, that's probably the second worst one.
I mean, plus you get
But
to see
it's
her
still
titties in
fun.
it.
It's cheesy ass fun. Yeah, and you get fucking ape titties in it.
And you also get her titties too. So
Yeah, well, Sarah Connor, she's got to show them off.
yeah, of course. What's up? But no, I will say this.
She's a slut.
I will say this before I move on to the thing is like one of the reasons I do talk about Scream so much is because I got the first VHS. Actually, my friend made a copy. He rented it and copied it because that was the time I lost my house. We went homeless for about 3 months. And I kind of just like anytime I could find a VCR to watch the tape my friend burnt, which I never saw my friend ever again after that, is like that's why I love Scream, because I lost myself in the movie just to ignore what was going on in my world at that time. So that's why the reason why I love Scream so much, at least the first one, and why it means so much to me. Just so you all know.
Yeah,
That's
you
why-
definitely have a special connection.
Yeah, I have
to
a
that
connection.
movie. Yeah.
Actually, like there, it's weird because I have 3 movies, and they all start with S that I have a connection to. Superman the movie, the first one, because that's like the first movie I ever remember seeing, and it made me the nerd I am. Scream because of what happened with me at that certain time in my life, and Spider-Man, the first Sam Raimi one. Because at that time, I was in high school and I didn't want people to know I was a nerd, so I wouldn't talk about nerd stuff, even though you could look at me and tell me, say, "Oh, you're a nerd." So but when Spider-Man came out, people started talking about it again, and I saw it. I was like, okay, it's okay to be a nerd. It's okay to watch this movie. So that's
okay to be a nerd.
It's okay. It's okay. And plus, I was like, at that point in time, I was 18. I had grown up. I didn't give a shit anymore. So, yeah.
Sorry, I got a flashback to the end of Revenge of the Nerds.
Right? That's what it gets to you, too. But
You should make merch, like a t-shirt that says FanZcene on the front, and then on the back it says where it's okay to be a nerd.
I should do that.
I played D&D. I played D&D too.
I played D&D too. I used to pick my boogers, and I never did that actually. But
I just ain't call you booger. I don't know.
All right. Well, speaking of nothing to do with nerds,
Nerd.
I got the Burbs on 4K.
Well, there's a nerd in there, I'm
Shots
sure,
like it.
somewheres.
Oh yeah, I mean like Corey
Tom
Feldman
Hanks is
the
kind
meatball.
of a nerd in it.
Kind of. This actually, I was very very
So
happy.
how does it
with
look? I'm
This-
I want it, but I can't afford it right
Let
now.
him finish. Maybe he'll tell us.
I'm sorry, Six, you are correct.
Okay,
And I'm sorry, Greg.
no, you're fine. This is fine. As far as the new 4K scan, because it is a brand new 4K scan supervised by Joe Dante, it looks good. I wish I would have grabbed the other Shout Blu-ray. It looks better than that. That just comes from a 2K transfer. This comes from an actual negative. It looks good. Color looks good. It looks fantastic. It's 100% better looking than the Blu-ray. I thought it looked good. There may be a few spots here and there, but for the most part, it's perfect. Now, whether or not you want it, because you're talking about the money, Tom, because I know they do charge a little bit more than they should for these Shout Select titles. There's no new special features whatsoever. It's all the same as the previous Blu-ray that they put out. The only thing difference is, well, no, I'm wrong. There's 2 new audio commentaries by film historians who I don't give a shit what they have to say for the movie. So that's it. There's 2 new audio commentaries, and the 4K scan looks great. I thought it looked wonderful. I thought it looked absolutely great. I would be you're much better at it than I am, just because you got the 85-inch TV. I got like the 60-inch TV and stuff like that. So but for as far as I'm concerned, the grain looked good, the color looked good. It was perfect. I was actually surprised at how well they did on this for this title. So yeah, that's all I got for you on that. It's a great movie too, because
I can't wait for it to come on sale or the inevitable steelbook that they'll fucking put out.
Oh yeah, I guarantee they'll put out a steelbook with the like fancy like artwork of the something. No, I did tell Joe Dante though when I talked to him, because this has always been one of my favorite Joe Dante movies. So I told him this was one of my favorite when I got to talk to him. I said this was one of my all-time favorite movies of his, and all he said.
I think it's most people's, because I think it's his
That's
second.
literally what he told me. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think it's. I don't know if it's sold more than Gremlins, but it's right up there with Gremlins as far as video sales. That's why it keeps getting re-released on video over and over and over again.
Yeah. That's what he told me. He's like, I told him, and he goes, yours and a lot of other people's. So that's what he told me. So I was like, okay, thanks, Joe Dante. And then I told him that I remembered I told him about you, and he said, just show him the picture, make him jealous.
Yeah, you wanted to impress him. You should have brought up some other fucking movie that nobody remembers.
I know. I'm sorry, but when you're there and you're like geeking out, you're meeting Joe Dante.
I fucking love Piranha. You're like, oh,
exactly.
God.
I didn't think about Piranha. I was just like, the Burbs, Gremlins. What do I say to Joe Dante?
Fuck the remake.
Yeah. Or Inner Space. I wish I would have brought up Inner Space.
Yours is the best part of the Twilight Zone movie. So yeah, Inner Space would be another one where he'd be like, I don't get that one every day.
Yeah. I would bet he not. I love.
Or you really want to impress him? Tell him that Looney Tunes Back in Action is a great fucking movie and nobody understood it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
He'd have probably kissed you.
He probably would have. He was cool.
He'd be like, that movie ruined my career, but thank you for saying that.
He was pretty cool. But like, no, I don't know. It's just something about like, I'm sure you when you've met people before that you like, and you don't know what to say. Like, it was weird because it was like, I talked to John Carpenter's wife. No problem. I had a great conversation with her. We talked. We even talked about our hair. It's literally, and it was just like a nice, fun conversation talking about, her with about John Carpenter stuff. And I meet Joe Dante, and I'm like, I love the Burbs. Gremlins was cool. Can I have a picture? So it's like, I don't know what it was. It was weird. But no, I have not seen the Peacock remake. I will never watch that. That is clear. That even Joe Dante has said he has nothing to do with that. They basically ruined their version of that. Well, they didn't ruin the movie, but it's DEI the Burbs. That's what it is. So I don't plan on ever watching that at all. Small Soldiers would have been something cool to tell him. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. But no, this looks incredible. If you have the money, you want to get it or wait for a sale. I pre-ordered it. I wanted it. It's like I said, it's one of my favorite movies I've ever had. So I pre-ordered it. This looks good. The 4K looks really, really good. The color looks good. The sound, we could use more different sounds. I'll say that because Tom, you know how you like different sounds. They only give you the 5.1 surround HD sound. They don't give you the 2.0 stereo or anything like that. It's just one sound. It's not bad, but I would like the option to have multiple, But hey, it is what it is. If you've never seen The Burbs, 100% recommend the movie. And this, if you don't want this, the 2K version, the one they put out before, doesn't look that bad. There is a Universal Blu-ray, but that one's not the greatest. And I know Arrow put out a UK version a few years back. It's on a Blu-ray, so you have those options if you don't want this one. So that's all I got for The Burbs. The last movies he's made are Burying the X and Segment with 9. I have Burying the X. It's not great. Sadly, it's not great. I wish it was a better movie. It's one of the things. The Burying the X is one of the things where you can't connect with the lead, like the woman, because it's supposed to be okay. For those who don't know, is it stars Anton Yelchin. Is that how you say his name? You remember him? And Alexandria Daddario and Six. Who's that chick from the Twilight movies? Not the main star, but Ashley something.
Oh, Ashley Graham.
Ashley Grant. No, that's not her.
Yes, it is.
No, what's the other? Name some of the other girls that's in that movie. Ashley Green, right?
What?
Is it Green?
Oh, Ashley Green.
Yeah, Ashley
you're right.
Green.
You're right. Oh my, you know more about Twilight than I do.
No, I know her.
We all just learned a little something about Greg.
I've never seen those movies, but I know she's in it because I like that actress.
This is the only version of The Burbs I have.
Oh, you have that one?
Yeah, from years ago.
I have the other Blu-ray from Shout.
Doesn't this have a TV cut on it or something like that, I thought?
I know the UK, they cut out the Texas Chainsaw stuff because that was banned in the UK.
Oh, this has a work print on it. Doesn't it have that on there?
Yes, it has the work print on it.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Because, I never picked up the Shout one because as far as I knew, it was pretty much exactly the same as this
Pretty
one.
much the same, yeah. But Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I'd like to get the 4K.
It's worth it. I think it's worth it. But Burying the X is the Ashley Green and Anton Yelchin are from Joe Dante's last movie. They're going to get married, but he meets Alexander Daddario and she's more his speed than her. She's not like you. She's just a normal woman that he's going to get married to. And he breaks up with her and everything. And then she dies and comes back to life as a zombie. And she's supposed to be this raging bitch monster. And she's not. He's dude, it's more your fault than her fault. So you can't really connect to the guy. So yeah.
Yeah, the cover's tailorable. I should switch it back to the original. I don't know why I never did.
Yeah.
Back then, I don't think I gave a shit. To be honest with you.
I'm glad we just got the normal poster on this one. So.
Oh, I know why I did. Because I hate the fucking UK.
Oh, the 12 down
yeah,
at the
I hate
bottom.
that shit.
Yeah. All right.
I've heard that you guys hate it over there just as much as we do.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Is that their rating system?
Yeah, they have it obnoxiously on everything. That's why almost every one of their Blu-ray DVD releases has covers that you can flip over that doesn't have that shit on it.
It's true, and a lot of movies were banned over there. The video nasties. So
that too.
The Texas, I was talking to somebody from the UK, like the Texas Chainsaw stuff and the stuff he's watching on TV had to be cut from the movie over there because they weren't allowed to see that at all. So
yeah. All
right, Tom. For anybody who don't know what the Burbs are, real quick, just so if you is Tom Hanks, Bruce Dern, and Rick Ducommun, who's his neighbor, and Corey Feldman. They get new neighbor, and Carrie Fisher, who plays Tom Hanks' wife. They get new neighbors who may or may not be killers, and they basically snoop on them. It's kind of like Rear Window. It's kind of like
it was one of the last great 80s movies ever made.
It's kind of like Joe Dante's Rear Window with this nice little cul-de-sac of weird people with even more weirder people that they're trying to investigate.
It was one of those, it's one of those weird moments in history where just sprinkled magic everywhere, all over it. Like, because I have never met anybody who does not love The Burbs.
Right.
Like, it's just one of those movies, like, and this is why I wouldn't be surprised if it may even, I don't think it sells more than Gremlins, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's really close, because there's a lot of people who just love this film. It did well at the box office, but it even better on video and cable.
Yep.
Has a great cast. The story's funny and fun. It really taps into a, I don't even think Spielberg had anything to do with it, but Dante carried that Spielbergian kind of magic into it.
It's Amblin. It's an Amblin.
Isn't it? Okay, then he clearly does.
I believe so.
Okay, I was going to say, it has that Amblin feel to it, definitely. So there's that aspect to it, too. It just, and what that gives it is, it's like, yes, we're going to have...
It's not an Amblin.
I thought it was, but yeah, you're right. Okay, so I didn't think so either, but when you said it was, I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
But no, it has that just kind of like, it has that thing that Dante can do, and that is, I'm going to take you on a wild, crazy ride. It's going to get a little scary, but guess what? By the end, you're going to be laughing your ass off.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what Joe Dante handles better than anybody.
Yeah.
Like Sam Raimi might be the only other one who comes close, but he gets a little too gross even for Dante in a way.
Yeah. I mean, and Dante, like you said, Vincent, he really does capture the Spielbergian of it.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
If any director came close to capturing that kind of a tone, it was him.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Now, I wish I would have said all this to him when I talked to him.
Right? There you go. Because, like, I mean, that's why I think a lot of people, if you told them that, you know, I would think some people would get confused thinking that Spielberg, I know they got confused thinking he directed Gremlins and Inner Space and stuff like that because he presented them. And the reason they probably think that is because Dante has a very similar, I don't want to say voice, but he has a very similar
palette.
Yes. And I feel like Gremlins and Inner Space and a lot of those movies probably would have come out the same exact fucking way had Spielberg directed them. Like, I don't think there'd have been that much of a difference. In fact, I'm surprised Spielberg didn't have anything to do with this movie because it almost feels like a Spielberg movie. Like, it has all the similar kind of, even the cast feels like a Spielberg cast almost, right? Like, you know, especially since he uses Tom Hanks for how many years after this movie comes out, you know, like he's in like every fucking Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, from then on out, especially if it has something to do with World War II too. So,
but I mean, Bruce Dern is the kind of actor that he would have used as a character actor.
Yeah,
Corey Feldman's one of his regulars. You know, that's what I'm saying. So like you have a lot of this. Carrie Fisher's somebody he would have definitely used. And not only that, didn't she punch up the script on this too?
I wouldn't surprise me if she did. I'm pretty sure she did, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if she didn't do that.
Because I think she gives herself some pretty good lines too, if I remember right.
Yeah, because she really doesn't. Surprisingly, she doesn't have much to do in this movie, so
she gets some good lines.
Yeah, she gives herself the best of what it is when she's on there. So, but no, it's a great freaking movie. If you've never seen it, 100 recommend it. You know, like those directors are not what Hollywood wouldn't work with anymore. You know, they want people they can control. It's casting. They cast directors now, and these directors are just not. Plus, he's in his 70s, and like it's actually a lot of work for these guys to make movies nowadays.
Looney Tunes back in action,
and that too. So, I mean, he could probably direct some independent films or some TV. He's still good to go like that, probably. But
and he's done a few things here and there.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
he had a movie come out here a while back. I'm trying to remember what the hell it was called, but it was like
I know
3D
we were just talking about Burying the X.
No, another one.
Oh yeah,
it was like it was like it kind of reminded me of The Gate. It might even been called something like that. It was like The Hole or The Gate or something like that.
No, that one.
It was like this hole in the backyard. And I think it was done in 3D. It was like his last theatrical picture, I believe.
Oh, I've never heard that one. I'm gonna have to look for that one.
The Hole, that's what it is. Thank you. I knew it was something like that.
There you go. I did not know that one. I'm gonna have to look for that one. I did not.
No, I don't know if it has any creatures in it, but just kind of the setup from what I saw in the trailer. I just never got a chance to see it.
I'll have to look up that one. All right.
I think I was waiting to find it on 3D Blu-ray, and I don't think I ever have, so I don't even know if it got released or what.
Okay. But it is to you, so it's you know, to you if you have one more.
Well, my last one.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese directed this film starring not nerd, but David Carradine and one of the guys that was in Revenge of the Nerds.
Ooh.
So it has John Carradine and what the hell is his name? I just forgot his name. The head of the college, Lambda.
Oh,
Bernie Casey.
yeah. There you go.
Bernie Casey's in it. If you haven't figured out what it is yet, Barbara Hershey stars as Boxcar Bertha.
I've never heard of this, really.
A very early film of Martin Scorsese's, and I'm surprised you haven't, because it's actually a Roger Corman film.
Oh.
And it's actually a really good Roger Corman film, believe it or not. It was another film he was doing in his, because Bonnie and Clyde was such a success. He had done, I can't remember what the other one was he did in between here, like Bloody Mama or something like that. And,
Big Bad Mama
or something like that. And they wanted a follow up. So he did this, but he's probably more inspired for getting, Scorsese to direct it, because I think that's what kind of makes it feel so much more than just a typical Corman film, kind of along the same lines as Bonnie and Clyde, right? And it is just that good of a film. It's a very well done film based on the life of Boxcar Bertha, who is a woman who, as a little girl, through tragedy, lost her father and spent her life basically as a vagabond, on the railroads. And her one true love is this one guy named David, who David Carradine plays, and I can't remember his name, but he's like this head of the unions for the railroads and all that kind of stuff. And of course, her being Boxcar Bertha and her whole thing about getting on down the railroad, it's all kind of all has to do with the railroads and the men who do the railroading and all that kind of business. Yeah. But no, he's not in it. And if he is, I did not recognize him. Oh, Big Bad Mama might have. Yes, Big Bad. Yeah. Big Bad Mama might have. Sorry. Yes.
I'm gonna have who put this out?
This is well, I had to keep reminding myself that it was not Vinegar Syndrome. It's cinematography.
That part of Vinegar Syndrome.
Because
it's OCN.
Yeah. It looks good, but there is some noise reduction done to this film. This does not have the typical Vinegar Syndrome treatment.
It's in the fatigues treatment.
Yeah, it looks good for the most part, but there is some cross hatching in some scenes, which tells me there was some sort of noise reduction done. Now, it's not the typical waxy looking or still grain type of, noise reduction, but it's like the type of stuff you see on streaming. So it's like, there's something there, and it's only in a couple of shots and scenes. So like, it's not throughout the film, like all the time. For the most part, the film looks really well, pretty well done. It just looks a little cleaner than I would expect for the age and being a Roger Corman film and all that kind of business. So I'm not saying that there probably wasn't some manipulation done to it.
Right.
But it does look natural overall, if not maybe just a little clean, but not too bad. So that's like my biggest gripe overall. Now, I didn't get a chance to dive into any of the special features, and they did have a much more elaborate version of this that had a book, but I didn't get that version because it was too late. And then this I've had on pre-order for months now because I got some other ones with it that I'm sure you know of.
I'm going to have to look into that because I love me some Roger Corman, and it's one I have not seen. So it sounds pretty interesting to me.
No, it was actually better than I thought it was going to be. Which is funny because I'm trying to remember which director or producer had said something to Scorsese about it before, because it actually, it brought him a little bit of success. And I can't remember who it was, but they said, because this was in that book that I was, going through, which alerted me to this film to begin with. And he said, that Corman picture you made, don't ever do that again. Like that, if you want to be taken as a serious director, don't do that. Because it wasn't, and I think the reason they said that was because I think it was actually Scorsese's like second or third picture. So like, they're like, why are you doing a Corman picture? That should be your first picture, not your, and it was a B movie drive-in picture, but that's the thing and that's probably part of the reason why it's lived on so much longer and is part of Corman's more well-renowned films that he produced, because it doesn't feel like a Corman picture.
Right.
It feels like a legitimate Hollywood
Because of Scorsese, though.
Because of Scorsese, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of Scorseseisms in there, or at least preliminary Scorseseisms. Like that first 15 minutes sucks you right the fuck in. Like, and he knows how to do that. And you get, before you know it, you're right. Like, holy shit, there's the title. Like, oh god, oh yeah, it's already like 10, 15 minutes in the movie. You're like, holy shit, yeah. Wow, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
I mean, it's a little slower than some of his films, but it's only 90 minutes. I mean, but it's also of the time, right? Because I think it was 1971, 72. So it's close. Yes, I mean, I could tell just by the film when it was made almost. But it definitely takes place in like the 1930s or earlier than that even. It's during the Depression, so it's got to be in the 30s. They don't really specifically say, but I don't think. Go ahead.
No, that's cool. I said that was cool.
Oh, I thought you had a question.
No. Sounds good.
So I wish I could say more than that. I do like. I'm not generally a fan of things where I can't replace them, which is why I'm not a big fan of steelbooks, but I don't hate steelbooks. I both love and hate these, the digibook kind of thing. And this one's nice because this company always does a little bit more prestigious and you can't really notice it, but it's got that kind of booky feel to it.
Yeah, you can sort of see it.
Like that old school, hard school.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's got a nice, you know, a very, it feels like it's an expensive kind of, you know, it doesn't feel cheap is what the word I'm trying to look for, I guess. And I kind of even like how there's like a nice, these even feel like they're nice, sturdy quality, even though they're hollow, but they still feel like nice, sturdy plastic compared to what we normally get with a lot of this stuff. So there's just something about these sets that I don't hate. I mean, I don't hate digibooks to begin with. Like I don't dislike them because especially as long as they keep them within this. My biggest thing is if you can keep it within the size
for the shelves. So
yes.
You can put it on there where it fits.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing that pisses me off more than when I ain't got a place I can put it because I got to tear it apart or whatever because I can't fucking. I've got how many boxes for like The Godfather and fucking, you know, other ones and stuff like The Wizard of Oz and some other ones where I got the movie taken out of the box, or like The Godfather, I can't even take the movies out. That's why I bought that one that I seen it for $10 for the 4Ks. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just doing that just so I can have it on my fucking shelf. And then I'm going to put away the other one.
So I can see it.
Yeah, exactly. Once I get some protective things, I'll put them in there that are big enough and I'll just fucking put that away.
Smart.
Then I just got that $12 one I bought and I'll just use that one from now on.
Yeah. I'm going to have to pick up Boxcar Bertha though. I've never heard that one really. And
I don't know. Yeah, it'll. This is one that I'm not sure if they'll do a different version, you know, because like at least with their other ones usually get just the standard disc version or whatever you want to call it for their Vinegar Syndrome ones. But this one, I don't know. So it'll probably be an expensive one for a while.
Yeah.
And it was pretty popular because that book sold out really fucking fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming it's the book that came with it was the book that it was based on, but yeah.
Probably. I'll have to look it up. You had me at Roger Corman and Scorsese, so I'm gonna have to look
Yeah, and again, but don't expect it to be like, you know, bloody balls out. I mean, there's some tits and shit in it, don't get me wrong, but like it's very much a Scorsese film before it's a Corman film.
Yeah. I know, I get you, but it's just I like when I love knowing that Corman worked with all these amazing talents and had them do movies like this before they went on to become what they became, even though they're not full on Corman. You know what I mean? Like you just said, it's more Scorsese than Corman. But I love the fact that he worked with like Scorsese, Jack Nicholson. I'm trying to remember everybody he's worked with that like went on to become huge. So many of them. You know,
Joe Dante for that matter.
Joe Dante, yes, Joe Dante.
Roger Corman also worked with. Let's see here.
That's why it's like he worked with everybody.
James Cameron, fucking.
Opie Cunningham. I can't think of his name.
Oh yeah, he gave him his directorial debut.
Yeah, with Fast and the Furious.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other one, not the one that we're thinking of. But.
Yeah. But he's worked with so many of them. It's incredible. Yeah, so Stallone in Death Race 2000. Yeah. Sylvester Stallone and Fantastic Four, of course.
Well, Death Race is probably his most famous of the B films, but like, yeah. As far as his prestige films go, this is right up there as far as I'm concerned with Bonnie and Clyde, and I can see why now.
Yeah,
it's very much a good counterpart to Bonnie and Clyde. It's actually kind of a female empowerment film, way ahead of its time, because she kind of treats all her men just like, you know, not disposable, but they just kind of got to understand where David Carradine stands in her life.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, she's just unapologetically open sexually, I guess. They don't really, it's not like she acts like a whore through the whole film, but it's pretty obvious, you know,
Right.
that she sleeps with this guy and she sleeps with that guy. But then when she hooks back up with David Carradine, she even says, like, it's not the same. You
Right.
just got to understand he's
the man for me.
the
But
guy. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like that's what they like. People always forget there was tons of those movies before that we got them now. It's just
And not just that, for her being that type of a woman in the period of where she's coming from is even more progressive. So
yeah.
Yep, Piranha 2 was Cameron's first film. Yep.
But you don't
He
like
was fired from it twice, I think, wasn't he?
you don't like Piranha Double D?
No, not that one.
I know.
Although he probably appreciates the 3D. He's like, I always wanted to do Piranha in 3D. Maybe I will now.
Maybe. But we do have a members chat from Tim.
Ooh, hey,
and
Tim.
thank you for that. It says, "Hail, Greg and the fellow followers at the Physical Media Show." Well, how do you, Tim? Thank you for the members chat. And
so Six, what's the last piece of physical media you bought?
Yeah.
Scream 7.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I also got it, and I was talking to Greg before the show started that my plan was I wanted to rewatch all of them because I knew this, this has been in my Amazon cart or my Amazon orders for months. That thing went up for pre-order.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to watch all the other Scream movies before this one came in preparation for the movie coming, and then life got in the way and work got in the way, and so I only watched the first two, which I loved.
It happens. That's my favorite too.
Well, you'll get to it. So what's your other one you bought before this then that you may have watched? Was it Twilight?
She had Five Nights at Freddy's, I remember.
Oh, I love Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah. No, I buy something. I usually buy it like maybe one a week or one every couple weeks.
That's how you ask me once in a while about them, but I don't know how much.
Yeah, Tom tells me which one to buy. So then I
don't even know what her setup is. Yeah.
If it's bad. But something that I just recently purchased that I'm going to be reviewing on my channel is my plan is the complete series of the TV show Warehouse 13.
Oh,
what's that about?
That is about it's like these people are brought together to investigate different like supernatural type stuff for the government. I only watched the first couple episodes when the show first came out, like, I don't know, 100 years ago. But when Amazon has something on sale that's just too good to pass up,
right?
I thought I'm just going to get the whole season or the whole series, and because I've been looking for a TV show to review on my channel, just kind of go through episode by episode, just cool. Kicks. So that was probably the last thing. I haven't watched it yet though. So but while you guys were talking, I ordered another movie.
There you go.
If Greg ever invites me back, then I'll have something to
come back next week.
Well, I work every other Wednesday.
Oh, whenever you're free, you come on.
Because my schedule changed and work changed, and hopefully it'll make my life a lot easier. But in 2 weeks, I'd love to come back and review the movie that I just bought tonight.
Well, in 2 weeks, we'll have you back.
Well, part of the reason I didn't have as much to watch tonight is I was watching a TV show too, but I'll bring it on when I'm done with it.
I
was it a Michael Jackson TV show?
Yes.
Of course. Can I just say, I was not the one to bring up Twilight, and Tom was not the one to bring up Michael.
You're welcome.
I just knew because I knew you were a fan, and I knew the actress because I like that actress. So that's all. I've never seen the movies. But speaking of vampires, I just bought a TV show that I've been looking for a long time. I finally found for really cheap, and it's The Dark Shadows, the revival. So I had been wanting that. That's the revival show that they remade it in the 90s and only lasted one season. And I had been looking for that for ages for a good deal, and I finally found a good deal on it. I've been wanting to get through it. I hated the damn movie. Once again, Tom, to go back to like we talked about last week, where they take something that was seen as serious back in the day and they make it into a comedy. Like the Johnny Depp Dark Shadows movie, I can't stand that movie because Dark Shadows to me was not like that. So that's just me.
So yeah, I'm not as familiar with Dark Shadow. Like I'm familiar
Yeah,
with
I'm
it as
familiar
a
with it.
show,
Yeah.
but I've never really watched it. So like when I saw the film, I didn't really care for the movie all that much either. So at least if anything, that tells how bad the movie probably is.
Yeah.
But like I didn't hate it overall, but I was like, I have no frame of reference.
Isn't that like a soap opera vampire
the original
show?
The original series in the 60s was a soap opera.
Okay.
I remember my mother talking about my grandmother watching that.
Okay.
Yeah. So my mom used to watch it. And so I know from that. And then in the 90s, they remade it into a hour-long evening TV show, sort of like Twin Peaks before Twin Peaks. Because it's sort of like that vibe. Because like Twin Peaks is sort of like not satirizing soap opera, but it's also a soap opera. You know what I'm So
it's very popular.
Yeah, and Dark Shadows is very popular. So the 90s version takes it a lot more serious. It's not as soapy, but it's sort of like evening time soap. You know what I mean? But it gets very dark and like because he's a vampire and he kills
like
people.
Dynasty or Dallas type soapy.
No, it's more like Twin Peaks, I would say.
Yeah, that's more nighttime soap. But like, it's funny you mentioned that because that was one thing I was going to bring up about Scream 7 that was in my mental notes that I totally spaced out. That's why 5 and 6 don't work for me and why Scream 7 works. Yeah, Scream 7 is melodramatic. Yes, it has some campy moments to it and whatnot, however you want to call it. Maybe not campy is the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
tongue in cheek, what
I know
have
what you mean. Yeah.
Like
but it wasn't. Yeah, but it wasn't soap opera. That's what 5 and 6 were fucking soap opera. Where you get, the illegitimate fucking child. No, it's like, it's no different than a long lost evil twin.
Yeah, exactly.
To me, like, that's just as fucking bad. It's just, and that's how the movies come off to me. It's just so schmaltzy fucking soap opera, daytime soapy shit.
Yes.
Just over dramatic, dumb bullshit. Coming out of nowhere, at least with this film, because like what I like about Scream 7, not to go back to it, but like that was like the thing, because I was like thinking about it during the scene where Nev's talking to her daughter the first time, and it just felt like such a real scene, right? Like it's like, okay, yes, it's Hollywood, yes, it's fake, but they're having a real mother-daughter moment, and even though it's amplified, it's melodramatic. But it's still one of those moments where it's like every parent has, even I've had with my kid, where it's like, where they throw that shit in your face. It's like, well, you did this when you were your age. It's like, well, you're not wrong, but it was different then, or whatever fucking stupid excuse you want to come up with a parent so you can try and get them to not do that stupid thing that you did.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. 100%.
And that moment just comes off a little bit more genuine to me than any of the moments did in 5 and 6. And that's when it clicked for me. It's like, oh yeah, that shit's all soap opera bullshit.
Yeah. And I think
so bad.
Somebody said it best, and I tend to agree with this. It's not sort of what you talk about, but sort of what you talk about is like, Scream 6 takes place on Halloween. Scream 7 feels like Halloween.
That was my other complaint, is about the release date.
Yeah.
Because if this was under normal circumstances, this movie would be coming out at the proper time in August or September.
Yes. When
this movie would feel like I should be watching it.
Yeah.
Because that's the way these movies always seem like they were timed. Because they always tended to take place during the fall. Even though the first Scream takes place, I think, in the springish summertime, close to it or whatever. It's fucking California. You don't know what fucking time of year it is. It could be December for all we fucking know. Unless they have Christmas lights up, you don't know.
Yeah.
But like, there's something about a lot of these films that when they would come out, because they normally dump them in January, February, March. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they would always be on video by October. They weren't stupid. They knew they wouldn't play in the theaters.
They knew when they were coming out.
They knew exactly what they were fucking doing. Scream was just kind of a strange success that they decided, you know what? Let's put it in Christmas as counter programming, and it failed the first week, and people forget that it flopped.
Yeah, that's why I said Obsession reminds me of Scream. Not different horror movies, but the way it's.
I see what you mean there. It's very similar, because I don't know what Obsession went up against its first weekend, but I mean, for those who don't remember, fucking Beavis and Butthead Do America came out the weekend that Scream did and creamed it. Yeah. And I think it even won the second weekend too, but by I think second or third week of its release, word of mouth started getting around, and people like me, and I'm sure Greg and other folks started dragging their friends, and then they drag a few more friends and drag a few more friends. And by the time we saw it for like the third or fourth time, we literally had like 3 cars worth of kids going to see this movie. so that by the time we got to see Scream 2, it was more like we had a train of cars going to see Scream 2.
Yeah.
It was like the moment school was over, we were fucking on the road, ready to go to McDonald's, grab something to eat. Boom, we're in the theater for the first showing. You know, it was like, yeah.
It was one of those
crazy times.
horror movies. That's what I'm saying. It meant a lot. But
it almost bummed me out that it took so long for Scream 3 because that wasn't the way Scream 3 happened. It was totally different.
When did I Know What You Did Last Summer come out?
Right on the heels of Scream. It was like, what, a year
so
after, 2 years after?
Not long after, yeah.
Yes, well, because Kevin Williamson used the success of Scream to do I Know What You Did Last Summer. Because he actually wrote I Know What You Did Last Summer before he wrote Scream.
Mm-hmm.
But he couldn't get it made, and then he just had this epiphany for Scream, wrote it all in, what was it, like 2-3 hours, the first draft, Greg? I can't remember which it was.
Something like
it
that,
just like came out of him. And then just refined it a little bit more over time, but he was able to sell that and got that going. It was more so that there was this bidding war going on and all that kind of stuff. And then from the success of that, he was able to make Teaching Mrs. Tingle and I Know What You Did Last Summer. So, yeah.
And the sad thing is Teaching Miss Tingle and Scream 3 were both affected by Columbine. So they were both not what they were supposed to be.
No, which is why Scream 3 doesn't have some of the better kills in it. No.
Yeah. But I still like Scream 3. I do too. For as much as, like, even Wes Craven, like, for the shit he had to go to make that movie, it's a miracle it turned out the way it turned out. So,
yeah. Well, Parker Posey and what's his face? I always forget his name. Patrick Waterburn. They two additions to the cast that really, really helped. Like, I know, like, being that it's the third film, I was okay with it going a little bit more humorous.
Me too.
I didn't mind it so much, especially with the, you know, the speaking of Carrie Fisher, the Carrie Fisher scene.
Mm-hmm. But you know, she wrote that.
I'm sure she did. Just especially, like, who else is going to get her to, who she'd be like, ain't no way nobody's going to write. Well, you know who the one who gets the job right, the one who sleeps with George Lucas.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody going to be able to write that line but her. Because there ain't nobody who's going to have the balls to write that line but her. She'd be like, I'm not only writing this line, I'm going to say it with emphasis. Because that motherfucker still never called me back.
But no, yeah, it is what it is. And, but yeah, but as the How is Dark Shadow, it's the original was a soap opera, the original TV series. Now, just for anybody who knows, you know who created Dark Shadows?
It was shit.
Because there's a pedigree behind this, and it's why it's so good.
I know. I mean, when you say it, I'm going to say duh.
Dan Curtis.
No, okay, that's not who I was thinking.
Do you know who that is? Yeah. He created Kolchak the Night Stalker. He made the Jack Palance Dracula movie.
Yep.
He made the trilogy of terror. That with the adult that you just brought on not too long ago, Tom. Yeah, look at him reaching for it. Not that he didn't make that Dracula.
Not this one.
He made the one with Jack Palance.
Oh, Jack Palance, not this one. You're right.
And you brought on the trilogy of terror.
I got the other one here somewhere. That was what I think it was. Yeah, trilogy of terror's right here, but God damn it, I have the Jack Palance one here somewhere.
We believe you.
Yeah, but no, he has a pedigree. This is what his brand was. Like the original soap opera was a soap opera.
Dracula.
Yeah. You're my number one guy.
Your number one vampire.
But no, like the original was like a regular daytime soap opera, and actually was a failing soap opera until they brought in the vampire aspect, and it took off huge. And then but I know that from my mom, and I do, you know, some of that is really good, but I really remembered the 90s version, which I had never got to see all the way through. And that's what, like, I really enjoy that version. But with that, you know, let's move on to my final pick of the night. Tom went all gay and got his MJ album.
No. 25%, maybe plus 5.
25%. But
so
for my
30.
fight,
yeah, he's at 30. He's been at 30 since the Michael movie.
I'll take that.
There you go. But for my final pick, I have Day of the Dead.
Motherfucker, mine's coming tomorrow.
Mine came once again. Look at that, how it came in the mail at the top there. I hate that. Like
fucking was it Amazon?
No, I Groove.
Who was it?
Groove.
What?
I pre-ordered this and
well, that's one thing we've never taken Groove to task for. They started shipping in envelopes
This came in a box though, because I ordered.
Oh, did it really? And it still came like that?
Still came like that, yeah.
Groove.
So we do have the 4K Blu-ray, and
So what's this issue with it? I haven't seen it yet, but is there a sound issue or something or other?
I heard somebody said something about the Laserdisc sound.
Yeah.
That's what but I didn't play the Laserdisc sound, and then this is a special features. It's just a.
So something else Ship Factory won't fix, in other words?
So what I heard, somebody said something about the Laserdisc, because it comes with the 5.1 Dolby Atmos surround sound, the 2.0 dual mono sound, and the 2.0 Laserdisc sound. And supposedly the Laserdisc sound has extra audio on it, or something
Extra
like that.
audio?
Yeah, so like I don't know, it's weird, but the other sounds are fine.
I didn't get a chance to watch Dead Pit's video. Somebody has sent it to me. I just didn't get a chance to check it out yet. So I just wanted to ask if you knew about it because I figured you would have heard about it.
I heard something about the sound, but as far as I looked at it, this looks good. It's not. I can't say it looks spectacular, but it looks beautiful because it doesn't come from a camera negative. It comes from an inner positive, right? And you can tell it comes from an inner positive, but they did a hell of a job on the restoration, on at least the video wise, because there's grain in it still. It looks good, especially when it gets dark. The flesh tones look right. I noticed how great the people looked real. You know, it didn't look smeared. They didn't look smudged. They didn't look plastic. The color was right. The color looked good. It looked good. I think the HDR really helps it. You know,
But did it look good?
Yeah, look good. It looked really good. I thought it looked
I'll
good.
let you know what I think next week.
That's why I was like, Tom, you'll have to look at it because Tom will watch it and be like, this looks like shit. I saw floating grain and
this was AI to hell.
Yeah, I didn't notice any AI.
I noticed you've been like that tonight because you have two movies that you're just like, I think it looks good.
To me, because like
in case Tom does it.
I can see why some people were complaining about Scream 4. I can see that. Because I know there was some stuff with the Dolby Atmos, and it does
well, not just that, yeah, because I was hearing some issues people were having, yeah.
So I could see that, because I know we didn't talk much about that scan and everything, but like, yeah, it probably looks the best of the 3 originals on 4K, but it's not perfect. So
well, that almost surprises me, because I would say probably the first 2 would look the best, if not the first 3, because they're all shot on film and finished on film and all that business. The problem with this one is it's in the betweener, and that was what I've been hearing is that the Dolby Vision is fucked up on some people's players.
Yeah,
like it goes too dark or too bright. I can't remember which now.
Something like that with the Dolby Vision stuff.
It's not on every one, but it's on certain ones. Because some guy did a video. I watched a video about it like 3 days ago, where he was talking about how he tried it on 3 different players, and in his experience, it either worked best with just standard HDR. The Sony PS5 looked the best. Otherwise, he actually thought the Blu-ray looked better than all of them on his standard television because with the 4K up convert. So I'm just sitting here going, what? But he also pointed out that it's not the same one that we had before. It's actually the 4K master on a Blu-ray. So,
but
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. I thought for what I saw Scream 4 looked fine.
That's the problem we're going to run into with 2K interpositives and all that bullshit for a while.
Well, that's fun. Whatever that's.
So we just got thunderstorm here earlier, so it might be hitting you here. Eventually.
Yeah, that sounds. It just sounded like really.
It's headed that way.
But no, I mean, like it's like once again, you have an 85-inch TV. I have a 60-inch TV. So like,
hey, it's only 82 inches.
Whatever. And I thought
6 likes to add an extra couple inches, but
to me, this looked really good. I do have the old Blu-ray. Well, I don't have the Anchor Bay Blu-ray. I have the old Shout Factory Blu-ray, and that just comes from a HD transfer, not even a scan. So yeah, this looks 100 times better than that. And I thought this looked fine.
Oh yeah, because those old Blu-rays are fucking what 10, 15 years more than that now.
So like this was heads and tails of bev. I thought there was enough grain. The colors looked great. The flesh tone looked great. I know there's something to do with the sound for the Laserdisc. Other than that, I thought it was good. I haven't got a chance to watch all the special features. They do have one about the restoration of the film. So I mean, I know
That one I might
this
be interested in.
this is probably the best it's ever going to look because the negative is nowhere to be found. So unless they find a negative somewhere, who knows what the hell happened to it? This
That's
is
a good.
probably-
I know it's been one of the most sought after ones in years. Yeah, they can't
Yeah.
figure out what the fuck happened.
So this is probably going to be the best movie ever looked. And once again, like I know this isn't considered the best of the Dead trilogy, but I really enjoy this one. I think it's a nice little capper.
It's my favorite one, actually.
I know. Dawn of the Dead or Night of the Dead is my favorite. I go back and forth, but I think this is just as good as those two. You know, so
I like that for all the same reasons I like shitty horror movies, though.
yeah.
Because you got everybody overreacting and overacting like a motherfucker, especially what's his face, the main guy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to know what the fuck you're doing with our time. That's every one of his lines. He's fucking screaming like this.
What do you think? Sit your ass down, lady.
Yeah, every fucking line. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm fucking tired. You're fucking tired. We're all fucking tired.
What is Frankenstein doing?
What the fuck are you doing, Frankenstein?
No, he's great. I mean, they played up.
He's
to
the
it.
best. Fucking,
Yeah.
I love his character, and I love Frankenstein. I love every bit of this.
Bud is
Every
amazing.
bit of this movie is. I eat this movie up like those motherfuckers are eating those nasty fucking entrails in the fucking movie. Like just, I love this movie. And Bub is fucking superb. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
I love Bub.
Fucking, and it's great because it progresses the story to another level. And that's the beauty of these films is we don't have to have the same characters throughout because the zombies are the same characters all throughout. But we learn so much more about each one of them every time we see a movie. And I still love Land of the Dead as well, even though I know it's kind of an outlier. But the rest of the films I could take or leave. But like the first 4 films I think are just brilliant. And this one I feel like gets overlooked a lot. I mean, it's started to gain a little bit of love in the last few years, so I don't feel alone in that respect because I've actually met a lot of people who say that, yeah, it's actually my favorite one. So like, yeah. And I just love that because it's like logical. It's where sooner or later we're going to clash between the scientists and the military
Yeah.
on this
And
whole
it's-
fucking thing. Yeah.
And it works so well too because like they're still doing their jobs, but they're like the last people left alive that they know of. But
For
they-
what reason? Yeah, exactly.
they're like if they admit to them, and then one of the things I think is so great about it, and like when you talk about how he's always screaming at them, telling them, is like they're still doing their jobs, but they know they shouldn't be because there's no fucking reason they continue to be
Well,
doing their
half
job.
the reason is just because how crazy Frankenstein is. Let's be fucking real. That's the beauty of this film. Is as bad as that fucking military guy is, Frankenstein is that much worse as much as we like him.
Dude. And he comes in so calm. He's like, now listen to me.
He's the exact opposite. That's the beauty of their two
Yeah.
dynamics.
It is so good. You're not wrong. I do love the movie, and I do think it is like the next logical conclusion from like could you go from Night of the Dead, Living Dead to where it all begins to these people and not knowing what's going on and what's going to happen, and then you move into like the city and then into the mall with these people like where the world's starting to overrun, and then you get to basically the end of the world, and these people are. It's not so much about the zombies or the ghouls or whatever you would call them because he didn't really call them zombies till later on. Is like these people are stuck down in this bunker doing their jobs because if they admit to themselves that the world is over and what they're doing is pointless, then they're going to lose themselves even more. So as much as they're losing themselves as is, they're trying to keep some sort of civilization, and it's clearly slowly slipping from both sides. And it just like until it reaches a boiling point to where it's just like, with her boyfriend who is so strung out and at the end of his rope,
Exactly, because you got the dichotomy of both poles, and in the middle you've got all these other people basically just trying to keep whatever sanity there is left.
Yeah.
And it ain't working. And that's what I love about it is it has all these great elements going for it that aren't in the first 2 films. Like, yes, there's great stuff in the first 2 films. And the first film is, kind of just a more of a thriller, scare ya. There's not really much there he's saying, even though it kind of retroactively did, through them saying, well, should we change the ending because of Martin Luther King getting killed? And, what's his face? The actor, just forgot his name now for all of a sudden, for some reason. It's like, no, let's not do it. And, let's ride it kind of thing. And it does make it more poignant leaving it in. because it just treats his character just like fodder, just like every other zombie in the movie.
Yeah.
But then when you get to the Dawn of the Dead, that one's more of a comment on all of us and on our commercialism of that time period and how we were so obsessed with materialism. And, you know, we were already, he was just basically saying we're already zombies.
Yeah.
Right. We are already zombies.
Yep.
We're already going to the mall. We're just basically zombies doing the same shit every day. We do exactly what the TV tells us to do, blah, 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 you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Day of the Dead, that is the most political of all of his films, but he does it so well because he shows both sides for their necessity, but also for their equal horrificness when it comes to the government and science and how they both come to their conclusions.
Yeah.
And how bloody disgusting both of them are at doing it.
Yeah, and it's really
for whatever reason, and even though the means at the end are supposed to be for a good reason, and that's like you said, it's perilous. For what reason at this point? And Bub is an example, and this is why I think people kind of overlook this movie. And I'm not the first person to probably ever say this about the movie, but I just for the show, I'm analyzing it this way. And Bub is basically an example of this is the future. You are extinct. This is what's going to replace you. Why? Because Dr. Frankenstein just proved that they're not mindless zombies, and that's why they're not called zombies. They are us, but they're a new version of us. They can learn. They can progress. They will advance. We are gone.
Yeah.
We're starting from scratch all over again, and you are looking at the new Cro-Magnon man. Right? Like that's kind of what he's saying here with this is your time is done. You both of you may have had the best of interest at heart for humanity, but you're both horrendous fucking people, and you're done.
Well, I would also
and that's about as strong a political statement as you could fucking make at that time.
But then also to go along with that is like also with Bud, to contrast Bud is like the guy that flies the helicopter and his partner that live way away from him, way out in the things and just, you know, in the trailer and sit around and drink all day. Like those are sort of like the people that are like the normal people who don't want to deal with any of this political bullshit whatsoever, who just want to live their lives and are kind of been caught up in this aspect.
But what happens to them
as well too? And they're the ones that
happens to them?
They live.
They live, but what happens?
They
have to get involved sooner or later.
Yeah, you're not.
They're
wrong.
the hippies. They are the hippies. You
They're
just
the
explained
hippies.
it yourself.
Yes, you're not.
And that was him telling you, look, you hippies can do this shit all day long, all you fucking want, and talk about all this great shit, but unless you get involved, you ain't going to change shit.
Yep.
And that's what he was commenting on. It's all there. And today we tear it apart as this political statement, but it's at the time it was buried underneath all this stuff. It's, you know, right in the head of the Reagan era. We're coming out of Nixon's 70s. You've got the hippie era coming to an end. Disco's being killed by fucking cocaine. You know, science is advancing way beyond what we can even understand at this point, which is almost a comment on. Yeah, I mean, that's one question this movie never even brings up is why did this happen in the first place? Was it their fucking fault? Right? Yeah. Like, you know, it never even brings that aspect up. At no point is it whose fault is this? Was it the military's or was it the scientists? Yeah. Which one?
No, all they're content is just to do their jobs and yell at each other and bitch and moan until it pops off. Yeah, but you're not wrong.
And notice that the government is now just buried down to these few people. That's all that's left, right? Yeah. Like you're 100% right. It's like, and all that is just a bunch of bickering people.
Yep. Yeah. And you do feel for Bud. I mean, especially like when he finds Frankenstein laying there dead, and he's wanting to show him that his chain broke.
Well, he is a child.
Yeah,
and I mean that in the actual sense of, in the sense of he was the, like I said, he's the statement. He is the idea of this is what they're going to do. They're going to take over for you, right? It's kind of like what I Am Legend. It's almost like all of these stories are kind of like this is how we got to I Am Legend. It's almost like if George was kind of like making a prequel to that. You know what I mean? Because in I Am Legend, that's what the whole thing at the end is that, you know, the main character realizes, holy shit, I'm the monster. All this time, I thought these guys were the monsters. I'm the one who's been experimenting on them. I'm the one who's been killing them.
But I will have to tell you this much, though. with that in mind, that's what also ruined the zombie movies and stuff and TV shows, even The Walking Dead from here on out, because it stopped becoming, because he did this so well with this. Then like I think everybody copies
Or
this one
mimicked
more
it,
than they
yeah.
do the other one, because
You're
it's
not wrong.
it's no longer the zombies are the threat. It's every single from this one on it is like the people are the threat. The people are the bad guys. The zombies are just the background stuff, So
They're just
sort of-
doing what they do.
yeah. So they kind of like took what he was saying, like we just talked about, and you just talked about, and what he was saying in this, and they're doing it the wrong way. And that's what kind of ran the zombie thing into the ground, even up to Walking Dead.
I mean, you could even get biblical about it if you really fucking wanted to. Like, I mean, that's why I love the second film with his line with like, when there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. It's like, no, motherfucker, this is a plague.
Yeah.
It's a plague brought upon you. Because God said, no, we're done. We've got to reset.
We're done. Well, I mean, yeah. So, but yeah, the Day of the Dead is about humans realizing they are going extinct, pretty much, because we're going extinct because of ourselves, not because of the zombies, because we can't stop fighting amongst ourselves and working through our shit, because we're still going about our daily
like
life
I said,
in our routines and not doing anything to fix it.
The main point is the big thing that's not really ever said in the film, right? The big question is, who did this? How did this start? They give us hints in Return of the Living Dead, right? You can blame the military.
Like a comet flying by.
Yeah, there's that aspect too, but
it's never fully confirmed.
Exactly. And what's going on in the background of all of these movies, except for Land of the Dead, and those are different. But what's going on in the background of all three of these movies on television?
Yeah, it's the news people talking about
constantly bickering about who's right, wrong, what's going on in the world, instead of actually fixing the fucking problem.
Yeah, you even have that one guy who's like, you shoot him in the head.
You can't think of them as normal human beings.
And he's like, they're just like arguing back and forth. Like even the woman, she leaves the news place. That's where she.
Yeah, because we got to this point, and that's what he's trying to say, is that these two people are never going to be able to see eye to eye while all this other shit's going on, taking us out. And then that's why Day of the Dead to me is more of a direct sequel to Dawn of the Dead, because it is the result of that. Right? It's we've gotten so far past that, all that's left is the scientists and the doctors or the scientists and the military arguing over who's right, who's wrong, whatnot, instead of actually figuring out where this started, which will actually help you get the answers to how to stop it. But at this point, like the characters bring up in the film, like, what is the fucking point? We're all that's probably left. We've had not a bit of contact from anybody in how long, right? And there haven't been any sightings of people. They've been searching cities. They haven't found anybody. We've reached the end of the line, kids. Right? Which kind of almost makes Land of the Dead kind of feel like, okay, do you really mean this now, or are you just doing this to cash in? But he had at least a few more things to say, since he hadn't made one in 20 years. But
yeah, no, you're not wrong, and that's true. And I do think Day of the Dead is starting to get its comeuppance, and it is being well received. I've always liked it, so like I've always liked it, but like the best of the Living Dead is to me, it's either one or two is my favorite, but I could say they're the best. The best is whatever you feel, as far as I'm concerned.
I would argue that the Day of the Dead is the best overall, because of just how much it has going for it. You've got all the stuff we were just talking about, the commentary. You have the enjoyment of the characters. It is fun. With as dark of a film as it is kind of fun. It doesn't have the same kind of fun as Dawn of the Dead, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say this because even like I say, I personally I go back and forth from Night and Dawn myself, but I will say this since we just talked, this one has the best plot and the best storyline. Like
that's what I mean.
About. Yeah. Yeah. So this was
you can definitely tell that George has matured as a filmmaker too.
100%. He's saying what he wants to say so much clearer and better in this movie than he does in the first two. To me, like that's why I would say this has the best story and the best plot and the best. This is like him firing on all cylinders as a filmmaker.
I don't think he's really trying to say shit with the first movie. See, that's where he's even admitted. he's even admitted that stuff was attributed to it more after the fact, just because of the Martin Luther King, slaying and all that kind of shit. Because in the first film, he was just making a fucking B-movie scare picture, right?
That's what it was.
Just, yeah.
From what I've read is that he saw a news thing about it's not about blacks and all that, but it's about fighting, sort of like fighting in the street in Chicago or something from people. I can't remember what it was about, and that gave him the idea was like how are people dealing that just normal people living in their homes dealing with seeing their fellow men as men and women as monsters in the streets. And that's basically the idea where he got from Night of the Living Dead. As I read, so like, yeah, he's not saying a whole lot there. It's just like you said, it was attributed after, and the fact that he cast a black guy, even though, that he literally was the perfect actor. That was it. He didn't cast him because he was black. He came in, he read the part. That's why I cast him. And it had nothing to do with race or anything. And it's like you said, people have attributed that all later on down the line. What's up, Rick? Glad to see you. No, I Barry. Like I said, my favorites are either night or dawn. It just depends on what day. That's just me. So, I think honestly, if a zombie apocalypse happens, I think it'll end up like most of these zombie movies. There'll be small groups of survivors. Most everybody else will die, and there'll be just small groups of survivors trying to survive. That's definitely see Washington living, then underground. They'll be underground, no problem.
No, we're too stupid.
I'm sure there'll be like.
I used to think that we were a lot smarter than we really are. I'm not going to get into specifics, but just let's say in the last decade, I've lost my fucking faith in humanity. I didn't lose my faith in people per se, but I've lost my faith in humanity.
I still think I know some of my neighbors around here where I live they're going to survive.
Right. I mean,
well, aren't there enough pew-pews in America?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I live out in the
for
country.
Each of us to have like 20.
I live out.
But who's going to
like,
trust
we
who with the
spread
guns?
them
That's
out?
the problem.
What did you say?
Who's going to trust who with the guns? That's the
Oh, I
fucking
thought you said
problem.
who's going to trust you?
Who's going to
I ain't trusting your ass with a gun. First person you're shooting is me. Are you kidding me? It may not be lethal, too. That's the worst part. You're like, you fucking earned that shit. Now you're going to walk with a limp for the next fucking 6 weeks. Asshole.
You say to me, pop, shut up.
Yeah, next time it's your ass. And I don't mean I'm going to kill you. I mean, I'm going to shoot you right square in your fucking ass.
Do you think you really need them toes? You need that pinky toe?
Exactly.
Pop.
You don't walk anyway, goddammit, you lazy bastard. That's the last thing I need. She popped off on me again. They thought literally, she fucking popped off on me again. Like, popped the gun off on me.
That's why I said, watch the movie. Like I brought it on. Speaking of which, watch the movie I brought on. Daybreakers. Daybreakers is a lot like this, where the world has all become vampires and humans are about non-existence, and the vampires are about to die because there's not enough humans to survive on the blood because they've ate them all. So watch that. That's really saying so. That was really saying something as well too. I think that's in the vein of this. But Night of the Living Dead remake with Tom Savini is really good. Barry the Music Man. I have it. Tom has it. It's probably one of the better remakes for the era. Yeah. So, but anyways, now that Six has put a couple caps in Tom's ass.
Hey, I didn't say I didn't deserve it. I'm just saying. That's why I don't want her.
All right. But no, I think this looks good, Tom. I wish you would have seen it. So
I will hopefully get a chance to check it out here soon.
I think it looks fun. Yes, you can tell it doesn't come from the negative. I can tell that. Like 100% you can tell. But they did, I think, a really good restoration that the 4K is worth it. I think that's fine. And the Burbs does look amazing. The Burbs really does look amazing. So
hopefully it goes on sale pretty soon. That's what I've been waiting for is the sales. But then I got to have money when those sales happen too. That's the thing. It's all got to line up together. So
this is Zombie Mooners. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. Pop. Shut up. That's good. But anyways, yeah. So yeah. When are you planning on getting your Day of the Dead? Is it coming next week or something?
Hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. Actually,
okay.
If not the next day, probably.
You'll let me know. He'll come on here and say everything Gray said was wrong. This movie sucks. The
Well,
Blu-ray
I'm
is
already
better.
going into it with tempered expectations, knowing that they don't have the negative. But I
Mhm.
mean, we've had a few films now from the Inner Positives that, like I said, weren't the worst looking. Like the airplane one, I remember specifically, or not airplane, but airport. Sorry,
Yeah.
specifically was one, and stuff like that. So yeah,
You
it's
weren't-
just a matter of time.
Yeah,
To
you weren't on
find
here
out.
when I brought on Point.
It better be damn good. It was why I was in the hole.
Yeah. I brought it on
With
the
the
Keanu
bank.
Reeves, Patrick Swayze Point Break, which comes from the 4K, comes from an Inner Positive. That thing looked beautiful.
Yeah.
That so I thought that looked beautiful. But I think what really helps that is that was filmed out in the daylight, in the sun, and the waves. So like it all like it. I think it was good enough. It looks good. So from the Inner Positive.
Yeah.
But this I thought looked fine. I thought I thought the colors looked good. It looked natural.
Well, the
There
problem
was
is if you
grain.
don't have the other to compare it to, it's kind of hard.
I
But, like,
do
if it's
I
the
do have
best-
the other Blu-ray.
Well, no. I mean, like, since we don't have the actual negative to
Oh,
compare
yeah,
it to,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
we can't. I mean, we can't say how much better or worse it could be. I mean, the thing is yes, it's at least one generation away. Don't get me
Mhm.
wrong. With modern AI technology, I hate to admit it, as long as you got a good source, you can probably do wonders with it. As long as you're not going too crazy. I don't like the idea, but if they're gonna use these things, they got to learn to use them right. They started learning how to use DNR better and stuff like that. So I mean, it's just a matter of,
I didn't
of
notice
time.
any AI in this.
You wouldn't necessarily always notice it. See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Unless it's something that's egregious, like with Jaws 3 or Lucy, you're not going to really always notice. And the reason I know that there's some used is they had to have come up with some kind of, I'm sure through AI, some kind of algorithm to help reduce grain, but also not get rid of all the grain.
Right.
Because if you haven't noticed, all movies lately have gotten this new kind of look to them where it still has retaining some kind of grain, or at least some of the clarity of the grain, but it's not overly noisy. Like if you look at a Sony movie compared to any other movie, or Vinegar Syndrome in most cases compared to other movies, you still see all that original grain. And that, what I mean is if like a face gets 30, 40 feet away from the camera, it's going to start to have not so much definition because there's a lot of grain there. Well, there's some kind of algorithm now that's been able to kind of calculate how to denoise that grain without making it look like glossy, if that makes sense, or giving you the ghost grain. There's some algorithm they've been able to figure out, because there's a lot. And it started with movies like Dirty Harry and such like that. So they're getting to the point where they're starting to fine tune it a little bit better than it was before. Because I'm knowing they're using it on certain things. I'm not even sure, because I'm curious if they didn't use it on the Boxcar Bertha. Because those couple of scenes, because cross-hatching is not something you normally see on a Blu-ray, or a 4K Blu-ray, I should say.
Right.
So I'm like going, something was done here that's not normal. Like, and it kind of looks a little too clean and too bright for 72. So I'm just going, I wonder if it didn't have a little AI tweaking to just kind of make it sweetened a little bit. But see, that's the thing with Scorsese. I don't know, because notoriously people don't like his transfer of Goodfellas as well, which he oversaw. Right. And I don't hate it, but I do understand it does have some DNR all over it too in some spots.
Right.
So he's not somebody who's above that. So
he's not.
I don't know.
I think he over. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm looking to see if he oversaw the restoration. It doesn't say here on the back of anything. No, here it is. Yeah, it was restored by him. Yeah.
There you go.
That's why.
I'll be interested to hear your thoughts next week on this Day of the Dead, if you bring it on next week.
Well, I'm assuming since what's-his-face, Michael Felcher, didn't he have something to do with it, or who was it that had something to do with this?
I don't know. It was...
I'm trying to remember. I know it had some pedigree behind it. Yeah, I know, but that was just...
I haven't watched it yet. I need to watch it. Is the Restoring the Day of the Dead documentary. I need to watch that and figure out, But I don't know. It doesn't say who had anything to do on it on the back of this. So he might have. But I mean, I thought it looked good. For lack of a better word, I thought it looked good.
I thought it was under a lot of care. That was my thing.
I know Was it the people from the George A. Romero Foundation that was involved with it? I think was involved in it.
Though those guys, I think, handle certain things, but yeah, I'm not sure on that. But
Yeah.
I thought that had some people that were overseeing the transfer.
Yeah, I have to look into it. I'm not sure. I don't
So
think
I'm not expecting amazing, but I'm not expecting it to look horrible either.
I think you might be surprised. Well, I was surprised. I thought, but then again, like you said, I'm still watching VHS, so my eyes and stuff are like, whatever. But good night, Deeple. Glad to see you. And
Take care.
Barry the Music Man. Yeah, the remaster. I'm sorry. The remaster for the remake is really good. It comes from Sony, right? Wasn't it Sony?
For which one?
The Night of the Living Dead remake with Tom Savini's.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
really
they
good.
even restored the unrated cut.
Yeah. So it's longer and stuff. So it looks really, really
Yeah,
good.
it looks great from my memory. Yeah.
yeah.
I remember we talked about it. Sony has yet to disappoint me. They're the only ones that seem to like not fuck with the picture.
Mhm.
Like I'm sure they do some work on it, don't get me wrong, but every one of their discs that I've seen impresses me that it's like, how is it you guys are able to do this and nobody gives you as much shit or anything like that? I don't hear people say, oh, it's too noisy or too grainy or too whatever, like when they're, or anything like that. They just put their movies out and fucking nobody says shit.
Yeah,
But
I know.
nobody gives them enough praise either. Like I don't like giving Sony a lot of praise, but at this point I will when it comes to that because they have the best looking Blu-rays for a studio out there, period, hands down.
I think it's because it's like, oh, it's Sony. It's going to be good. So that's that. So
Maybe it's the
people don't say
Japanese
nothing.
connection. It could be the Japanese connection. I got to admire they make sure the customers are happy over there. There's a reason why I've been geared towards getting music and stuff from always getting imports from Japan and stuff. I'm getting any kind of import because it usually is better because
Right.
they tend to do their own masters for various reasons because they like things certain ways over there.
They're still pretty physical media oriented over there in
Yes.
Japan. So
Yep.
yeah.
So I'm not surprised and you're basically getting around to the point of, yeah, they're mastered for that region more so, and then they just give them whatever master they have there for this region because Japan, Sony's a Japanese company anyway. So
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got for you for tonight. Six, do you want
Yeah.
to say anything?
else you
Hit the
got?
like button if you haven't. I only remembered to do it about 20 minutes ago. And Tim Hayes, if you're still listening, thank you for tweeting out the stream and for tagging me in it.
There you
And
go.
thank you so much to Greg
Yeah.
for inviting me on. I appreciate it. I had a good time.
Good. That's good. You're
Sitting
welcome
here
back.
and listening to us yak for 2 hours.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if I'm at work, because I've been working every Wednesday night for the last couple years.
True, you do listen to us too.
I try to listen at work. I can't really turn it up too loud because every other fucking
want
word that
anybody
comes out of
knowing
that
that we're
fucker. Tom's mouth is
I was
a
gonna say, you
fucking
don't want
every
to know
little
that
fuck bag
His mouth
swear
is
word.
Michael.
I can't. Yeah, I was gonna say, how can that be? How can that be? How can that be?
Yeah. So, but yes, I do plan to be back in
2 weeks?
2 weeks with the movie that I ordered tonight, and I have another one that I put in my cart.
Sweet.
There you go.
Is it that one you just sent me the link for?
No, I just wanted
Okay, I
to
was
show
gonna
you that.
say.
I sent Tom there was a bunch of
Yeah, I saw
Steven
that.
Spielberg
It
collection
would be
that came
cool
out
if I
earlier
didn't
this
have
year.
them all. 'Cause
Yeah.
I like the design. Just to show everybody what you're talking about here.
Oh yeah, it's the
Spielberg box set.
Yeah.
Which I love the steelbook designs, but it's like I have all these fucking movies.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know
see,
because I was reading the what's on each disc, and there's all the special features, and so I didn't know if any of the special features were.
I don't think there's anything new. The only thing I think that's really cool though is I think you get the third disc with Jaws, which is that
Documenting.
to be the 50th anniversary version. So, damn, that sucks. But I already have like a steelbook of Jaws, and the regular one,
Yeah.
and the old ones. And then a fan just recently sent me a DVD copy of Jaws as well that I used to have that I didn't have anymore.
Well,
So it
that's
was like,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. That's true. MVD does have some $3.99 Blu-ray sale going on right now.
Oh, really?
There's one I would recommend. I would recommend the 522 77. Is that what it's called? The Star Wars movie. Yeah, I would recommend that one from
Oh,
MVD
Patrick Johnson.
about Patrick Johnson,
Oh.
about the first guy to ever see Star Wars.
Did you see that yet? 6. I remember telling you about it a long
I
time ago.
I probably saved it. I'm almost positive you sent it.
It's
to
about
me.
the first guy who ever got to see Star Wars.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend getting that one on their $3.99 sale because that movie's worth it as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, and you know what else? Amazon Prime is going to have their Prime Day sale starting on the 23rd.
I saw that.
So don't buy anything until, because
Yeah.
I'm expecting some good deals on some stuff. So
Well, you know,
save everything in your cart and then check it.
There you go.
Give you notification and stuff.
there's
Yeah.
already stuff on sale I've seen that I was like, shit, that I paid way more for back in the day.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
was
well,
this.
then there's also, I'm sure everybody knows this. I was probably the last one to discover it, but you can click on price history, which is right near the price,
Mhm.
and it'll show you what the price of the item has been for the last year. So then you can check.
I have like an app that does that too, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
But no, like this thing here, when you don't want to know what it was brand new, you can get this right now on Amazon for $53. That's
Wow.
a fucking deal.
Only
So if- yeah,
$53
Only 53.
This is 3 fucking records.
on a record I have on CD, or I could get from you.
True.
Digital. Tom sent me a what did you oh, you sent me the Michael soundtrack.
And now that I just dropped it on the floor, I got to buy a new one for $50.
Thank God we're on the
No, I
internet.
caught
I
it.
can't be blamed for that.
I caught it.
Yeah.
That's almost cheap enough, though. I'm like, shit, I'd buy one just to have in the plastic.
This is another one just to have.
Listen to yourself. I would
you
buy
know-
one just to have it in the plastic.
Hey, you don't want to know how many. Look, there's
don't
certain
wanna
you don't want to know. Like, it's bad enough I have multiple copies of a lot of things. I mean, at least they're different copies of things.
Yeah.
There's a couple Michael things that I have still in plastic that I have open copies of as well.
I used to do that for magazines.
Yeah.
Like when, they put out all the different magazine covers for Star Wars. That was
Like multiple issues.
Well,
yeah, so I get it.
I was against getting the remastered vinyl of Michael for the longest time, and now that I finally got it a while back here, I was like, you know what? I'm not disappointed. They actually did a pretty goddamn good job on them. So those I got to give credit for. So if they're on sale usually right now because of the movie. So depending on where you pick them up, but considering the regular standard version of Bad is $20, 52 is not a bad deal. Usually $20 to $25 or more.
Yeah,
This is not a bad deal.
No.
And you get all the bonus songs and stuff that weren't
Like
on the album.
150% more.
Yeah, but you get a lot more songs too. 2 more whole records full.
I don't know if I should. I don't.
ahead.
I wouldn't put that on.
I don't.
Laminated.
Not laminated.
It's still in the package.
Anatomically
Still in
correct.
the package. No, a blow up doll. They never did a blow up doll.
I'll bet you they did.
Kind of upset that they never
Not here.
I'm not going to Google it because I don't want that.
You
in
know,
my Google
Davina,
I
history.
don't want that on my history.
I don't actually have that much paraphernalia as far as like I admire the people that are able to come up because I didn't. Growing up as a kid, I had some stuff, but I lost a lot of it in a house fire. So a lot of stuff that I have now is mostly just album or video related, if that makes sense. I have very little to no Michael stuff that isn't media related. A couple books. I have a figure. Other than that, like I don't really t-shirts. Otherwise, like yeah, it's all records or CDs and DVDs and stuff. So yeah.
Those aren't pillows.
I wish I had like some things though. Like, yeah, I mean, there was some stuff I had when I was a kid and stuff. Like I had like the microphone and stuff as a kid and all that business. But like, yeah,
Well,
stuff that goes for a lot of money now.
I have a 12-foot by 12-foot storage unit full of Star Wars paraphernalia that I've been paying on for a long time. And
You should probably
what
sell it.
is the purpose of having it sit there?
I have
It's
this
worthless
room.
now because everybody hates Star Wars.
It's not quite worthless, especially if it's the original.
Depends on when
trilogy
it's from.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like back in the day.
Oh, that's
Both-
probably
both
worth a lot of
eras.
money.
Yeah. Especially if you can find the right
Maybe,
buyer.
but yeah, but how many people have you heard say, "Oh, I'm over Star Wars. I'm done with Star Wars," and they say that, the Disney sequels have ruined Star Wars for me. And I pushed back on that quite a bit. And I'd say, well, then you weren't really much of a fan, were you? If it ruined your experience with Star Wars, George Lucas's Star Wars.
Right. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to up and sell all my Star Wars stuff, but I haven't bought anything new in a long ass time, at least over a decade now, for the most part, other than 1 or 2 Baby Yoda things that I've given away. And I might have 1 or 2 lingering here and there. But
my nurturing instincts did fall for Baby Yoda for quite a while.
I can understand that.
I would have taken a bullet for that kid.
Now we just realize
I'm over it. I'm way over it.
He's just a retarded frog, really. Because he should be able to talk by now.
He's over 50. Come on.
Yeah, he's 50. he's almost on Social Security.
Gosh.
You would think he could say something.
No,
but I'm getting to the point where I'm seriously thinking about selling all my He-Man stuff, and ironies would be if I sold it for some ungodly amount to like some idiot who's into this new version of He-Man and be like, this fucking carnal like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Isn't this the time to do it?
That's what I was just thinking. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Do it.
Clean myself out. Fuck it. All this He-Man shit.
I wish I still had my Superman action figures from.
I don't have any of the OG vintage stuff, but I have like a lot of the collections from the last 30 years or 20 years.
Did you say Superman, Greg?
Yeah, my Superman toys. I lost a lot of my stuff when we went homeless for like 3 months. So like I lost a lot of my stuff. So I wish I still had some of that. Yeah.
I only had a couple of Superman. I had the Superpowers one.
I had a lot of like I said, I was a big fan. I had a lot of I had like the Superman. I had like the classic DC Superman toys. I had some of the Batman Michael Keaton toys. I had the Ninja Turtle, like the real like the Ninja Turtle movie toys and the cartoon toys.
Yep.
I lost all that shit. I lost every bit of it.
That sucks. I can relate. Trust me.
So,
a lot of my shit's been trying to rebuild a lot of crap ever since then.
So when you lose everything and you lose your home and you're trying to find a place to live and you got to go stay in a 1-room camper outside of your uncle's trailer for a couple months before you go get your trailer. What can you get rid of? It's got to go. Mm-hmm. Luckily, I live in a house now on a farm. Right. Well, there's a farm over there, but I live in a house, and this is my nerd room and everything. So
there you go.
Your man cave.
Yeah. So like this is where I keep all my I bought this years later. Yeah. And my physical media stuff. But hey, it is what it is. But thank you guys for coming on and talking, and everybody out in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys hit like, share, subscribe. 6, you got a channel. You can put it in the chat if you want for people to show up or whatever for whenever you do it.
Sagacious 6, which it's right on the screen.
She says she's going to go live all the time.
Because I want to go live all the time. I'm probably going to go live tomorrow night. I just want to do like a BS stream.
She says that every day.
If Daryl Brewer is listening, I was going to ask him if he wanted to join me and just shoot the poop.
Well, there you go. Make sure you guys check that out. And as always, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
How you doing? Bitches leave.